Hot dogs and a cold chill. We go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance. Crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand. Living life like we planned. Let's up and go. We won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's up and go. We'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the final game of March Madness. It is the NCAA Men's Championship game coming at you guys in about 25 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mario. I will be your host for tonight's contest, and we've got a really good game between UConn and Michigan. Now, a couple things right off the bat. This is going to be a big win for either of these two teams, whichever team wins this game here today. And I'm actually making a quick change right now. I've actually noticed that the numbers here, they're 34-5 for UConn. Quick adjustments at the top of the screen right now. You're noticing this change right here. And then 36-3 for Michigan after that last win. And boy, oh boy, did they beat the brakes. Boy, oh boy, did they really whoop up on poor Arizona on that last game. Now, UConn is the team that right now is unstoppable. But Michigan is the team that is unbeatable. Michigan, favorites in this game, guys. Michigan 6.5-point favorites. So do you think Michigan's going to cover this spread today, or is it going to be a little closer than that? Is it going to come down to a final buzzer beater? What kind of game are we going to see today out of these two sides? Also, what kind of weird trivia questions has Mario cooked up for today? I've got some fun trivia for y'all here today as well. Not necessarily about UConn and Michigan, but about March Madness finals in general. So new trivia quiz right now. Let's see. 9 p.m. tip-off time. WTF, says the Mr. Mojo. Well, 8 p.m. tip-off here in Central Standard Time. Not so bad. We will be running until about probably 11 o'clock, but hey. Casey Lewis saying Michigan will not. Swaggy saying big win. Yeah, I get the same thing, says Swaggy McNolegs. Okay, here's what I mean by what I said, Swaggy. If UConn wins the game today, it will be their third national championship in just 4 years. Third national championship in just 4 years. Huge achievement and accomplishment, and the beginning of a new dynasty here with UConn. On the other side, if Michigan wins this game today, it'll be their first win since 1989. So we're creeping up on 40 years since the last time the Michigan Wolverines have won the men's basketball championship. That's what's at stake here today. Michigan, I'm reading Doan, who checked in today, saying Michigan's depth and size, per usual, gives them a clear advantage. And you know what, Doan? You're right. Because it really feels like the only big man that UConn actually has is Terrace Reed. On the other side, we know what Adaimara can be. We've seen Yaxel Lendenborg also contribute there as a big. And regardless of what happens, they've got multiple players that can get into foul trouble in this game and not really affect the flow of Michigan. If Terrace Reed gets into foul trouble early in this game, UConn could be cooked pretty quick. So, quick roll call, really quick, before we get into the stats right now. Let's talk about who is here, who is watching. We got Isabel in the chat saying going to bed early. No worry, Isabel. As long as you hang out with me for a little bit today, I am happy. What's up, Isabel? How you doing? We got Ashley Deverick in the chat. DJ Gene, what up, homie? How you doing, Mr. Gene? Mr. Mojo says that they are due, speaking of Michigan. Courtney is in the chat. What's up, Courtney? Fist bumps to you. Looks like Dow B saying unable to cast my vote. Good luck to both teams, though, says Dow B. Daub. Looks like if Hurley wins this game, means question mark. It means that he's arguably he's in this same conversation as Wooden when it comes to greatest college basketball coach of all time, possibly in that conversation, Mr. Dan 6'7". Burley saying hello. Doanne in the chat. Swaggy McNolegs. Frymeister Bond. Michael Maldonado. Tina, hello. Robert Zamora. How you doing, sir? We got Tommy Braskett also in the chat over here. What up, Tommy? How you doing, man? Tommy is with us. Jane B is with us. Dominic, rock and roll. Tracy Brown, back for more. Tracy Brown saying, is it not starting? It will be starting. I've got 7:50 as my tip-off time, so that is in about 15 minutes. So we'll go through our pregame here momentarily. Brandon Walker, rock and roll. Sparta Firework in the chat. Who's Me Mojo? Mr. Mojo is the man, not Me Mojo. Maroon Commando checking in. Danielle saying, go Michigan. What's up, Danielle? Laney checking in as well. Jagular, welcome back. Tony V, what's going on? All right, this will be the first one for the Big Ten since 2000, says Tony V. Tony, let's talk some numbers about these two teams, shall we? Okay, here's our quick pregame, guys. We're going to run through this here momentarily. This is the entire regular season for both of these teams. This also includes all the March Madness games. A few of the numbers have changed by a couple decimal points here and there, but overall, these are the numbers for these two teams. Now, one thing I want to bring up that you don't see right now is that throughout the entirety of March Madness, the 5 games that have already been played by the Michigan Wolverines, they have yet to score less than 90 points. So the Michigan Wolverines aren't just beating teams, they are beating the snot out of a lot of these teams. We got Burley Kev. What up, Burley? Appreciate the super, bro. $2 super chat coming in. Our first one today. Mr. Burley Kev. Thank you. Thank you very much for Mr. Burley Kev. Okay, so let's talk about the actual numbers here. 77 points per game is what UConn averages, just under 77 points per game. Meanwhile, Michigan is averaging almost 88 points per game. We look at the shooting percentage, advantage to Michigan with a 51% shooting success rate compared to UConn's 47.7% success rate at shooting the basketball. We go a little bit further beyond the three-point line, 34.6% for UConn, 37.1% for Michigan, advantage the Michigan Wolverines. At the free throw line, at the charity stripe, a higher free throw percentage for the Wolverines. Not only do they have a higher free throw percentage, dude, they get to the free throw line more often than UConn does as well. About 5 attempts more per game than UConn at the free throw line throughout the entire season. And part of the equation we see here when it comes to the average score margin, UConn is beating teams on average by about 12. Michigan is beating teams on average by about 18. Then we look at assists per game. It's pretty close here, 18 compared to 19. Turnovers per game. I saw someone in the chat right now, David Mash, saying, hey, at least less turnovers per game for UConn. 10.8 compared to 11.7. Those are just the numbers. This is not what we're going to see today. This is what we've seen in the past. Let's talk about the defensive side of this here really quick. Points allowed. UConn is actually holding most teams to about 65 points per game, which is pretty good. But they are not able to generate the offense that Michigan is able to. I don't believe that UConn will be able to contain the Michigan Wolverines to under 65 points. Hell, I don't think they're going to be able to contain Michigan to under 80 points, and I would not be even slightly surprised if Michigan got 90 more points in this game here today. So, just because UConn is giving up 65 on average does not mean that Michigan will not score more than 65 points. And the same is true for the Michigan Wolverines, who are holding teams to less than 70. UConn, every pun intended, will be baring their teeth here today and doing everything they can to attack this Michigan Wolverines team. Now, we know that Adai Mara on the defensive side is probably the greatest player to ever play defense in a Michigan uniform, and he will be on the court here tonight. So that means we will have to see Braylon Mullins, and we will have to see Alex Caravan shoot that three-point shot, because those lanes on the inside are going to be clogged up, and Terrence Harris Reed is going to be smothered in the paint today. If UConn wins, I do not think that it will be a Harris Reed game. It's going to be an auxiliary role game. We'll talk about those players in just a moment. Okay, defensive rebounds per game, big advantage to Michigan. Blocks per game, 5-1 advantage, 5-6 advantage Michigan. Steals per game, looks like UConn is actually plucking the basketball away almost 7 times a game compared to 5.5 times from the Michigan Wolverines. Turnovers forced per game, about 12 for UConn, about 11 for Michigan. Michigan's defense commits fewer fouls than the UConn Huskies do. Huskies sending teams to the stripe more often, committing more fouls. 18 fouls per game committed by UConn, just 15 for the Michigan Wolverines. These, again, are just some basic stats, guys. Just some basic numbers to take a quick look at. I see Mike G is in the chat. I see Owl in the Prowl is also in the chat. What up, Owl? Wolfie Graphics is checked in. Quaid Pearson, what up, Quaid? How you doing, homie? We got Calvin in the chat. Matthew also in the chat. Rake Flyer, welcome back. I'm a prepper saying Michigan all the way. Brandon Walker saying if you like this stream, smash that like button. Yo, you heard the man. What up? Go Blue, says Ma6510. Doanne says, I hope Mario asks us who had the most blocked shots in a single season for Michigan in halftime again. Not this time, Doanne. Not this time. What's going on, Laid Back? How you doing? Laid Back is in the chat. Jimmy saying Marshall, Illinois. What's up, man? There we go. We got K Hot saying, hey, what up, K? How you doing? How you doing, K? Max Unlisted saying missing Sammy. He's around the corner with the wife. The Dominican LeBron, born in Puerto Rico to parents who both played for the Dominican Republic national team. The Yaks attack. Let's go, Mr. Freimeister Bond. Fun facts right there. He's referring to Yaxel Lendeborg, who, as you can see right there, Yaxel Lendeborg has a huge advantage over Braylon Mullins when we look at the small forward position right here. Freimeister left the comment at the bottom of the stat board there that says the Dominican LeBron, born in Puerto Rico to parents who both played for Team Dominican Republic on the national team. Yaxel Lendeborg, there's a reason that he's as good as he is. That's a big part of it. I got Vegeta and Vegetarian checking in right now. U of Michigan has never produced an NFL quarterback outside of some 6th-round guy in the year 2000. Yeah, you know, whoever that one guy happened to be, something like TB12 or some weird name he went by. Who knows what that means? What's up, Vegeta? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into Yaxel Lendeborg's stats. We're going to go into all those other stats here as well. But before I go into some of those statistical numbers, let's take a quick look at how these two teams got to where they are right now. This is the March Madness schedule. This is the tournament, what we've seen so far for the two sides. Michigan got the win versus Howard in the first opening round here, the round of 64. Final score 101-80. They beat St. Louis 95-72. They beat Alabama 90-77, and they beat the brakes off of Tennessee 95-62. Then we go to the game we saw 2 days ago, Michigan versus Arizona. Michigan slight favorites in that game. We all expected it to come down to the last minute, and it was over by halftime. Michigan had crushed the Arizona Wildcats. There was no chance for Arizona in that game. Michigan looks like the team to beat coming into tonight. Meanwhile, UConn, they open up with a win against Furman. That score was 82-71 UConn. They get a win against UCLA, a team that, well, you know, has the most NCAA basketball men's championship wins. So UConn gets the win against UCLA. They win 73-57. Then we go to the game against Michigan State. That was a fun game to watch, but UConn took care of business 67-63. Michigan State actually fought back. They were down by quite a bit and put up one heck of a fight late in the second half, but that's the way the game ended, with a win for UConn. Then we go to the game in the Elite Eight versus Duke and UConn, and it came down to a half-court shot with 0.3 seconds left for Braylon Mullins to give UConn a 1-point lead with less than half a second for the win over Duke in the Elite Eight. So barely, by the skin of their teeth, did UConn advance to the Final Four. And in the Final Four, they looked a lot more confident. In the Final Four, Connecticut was able to win 71-62 over Illinois. So now, we've got this matchup here today between UConn and Michigan. And these are going to be the guys that we see on the court here today. These are your starters here for UConn. Center, number 5, Terrace Reed. Power forward, number 11, Alex Caravan. Small forward, number 24, Braylon Mullins. Shooting guard, number 1, Solo Ball. And point guard, number 2, Silas Demery. With their head coach, Dan Hurley. Again, Dan Hurley right here, looking for his 3rd title in just 4 years with the UConn Huskies. Coming in off the bench, ladies and gentlemen, coming in off the bench here, Alex Rebe, Dwayne Karoma, Jalen Stewart, Darren Harris, and Malachi Smith. We're likely going to see a little bit of Rebe. We're likely going to see a little bit of Stewart, and we're likely going to see a little bit of Malachi Smith. But this is the final dance, ladies and gentlemen, and my guess is that we are going to see the starters for the majority of this game for both teams. However, I do believe that Michigan's bench is just slightly deeper than the bench there for UConn. Here are the starters for the Michigan Wolverines. Michigan going to be rolling out at center, number 15, Ade Mara. At power forward, Morris Johnson Jr. wearing number 21. Small forward, number 23, Yaxel Lendeborg. Shooting guard, number 4, Nimari Burnett. And point guard, number 3, Elliot Cadeau, with head coach Dusty May for this Michigan Wolverines team. The bench coming in here will be Malik Cordell, Will Cheddar, Oscar Goodman, Trey McKinney, and Roddy Gale Jr., who had one heck of a game in the last matchup there against Arizona. Slightly deeper isn't a giggity. It's definitely a giggity, bro. It definitely is a giggity. Oh, right. What's up, Swaggy McNolegs? I like your attention to detail there, if you will. So they're going to be introducing the players here in just a moment, folks. We talked about that already. What we can now talk about are some of the stats of these players. Let's compare these guys head to head. You tell me who you would rather have in this game right now. You've got Silas Demery and Elliot Cadeau. Silas Demery averaging 19 points per game compared to Cadeau's just 10.3. Assists per game were dead even there at 6 assists per game. Rebounds per game, almost double for Demery. We've got steals per game, double for Demery. Blocks per game, even again. Field goal percentage, three-point percentage, advantage. I would say UConn, man. I would say UConn has the advantage at the number 1 spot for the point guards. But what do you guys think? Would you go with option A or would you go with option B? Which would you rather have? Looks like Poro Man saying Demery for sure. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I see you, bro. I see you. Demery has the edge, says Tommy B. Bowles, agreeing. Demery averaging a triple-double, maybe today. Not averaging a triple-double, but he might get one here today. Let's take a look at the shooting guards right now. We've got Solo Ball and Nimari Burnett. Now, when we look at the numbers here, just at a glance, based off of the color grading and all of that, it looks like Solo Ball has the advantage. But when we really peer into the efficiency, we got to calculate right now. You got 29 minutes played versus just 19.9. So about 50, almost 50% more minutes played by Solo Ball. We are getting about 50% more points per game for Solo Ball, so that tracks. But it doesn't track when it comes to assists per game, rebounds per game, steals per game, or blocks per game. Well, blocks per game, yeah, it's 100% more on the blocks. What I'm getting at is that Nimari Burnett, even though he doesn't take as many shots as Solo Ball, who, by the way, has the most three-point shots taken this season for Team UConn, when Nimari Burnett does take his shots, he is extremely efficient with those looks and opportunities. He's taking high percentage shots. Field goal percentage, 45, almost 46%, and three-point percentage at 38%, which Solo Ball is shooting less than 30% from three-point land. You know, if you want to lean on the solo ball side for some of the other numbers that you see there, that's fine. I honestly, personally think this is a wash, and I think we're going to see both of these guys put out some pretty similar output today. We'll keep an eye on those two names. Now, here's the difference maker right now. Yaxel Lendeborg and Braylon Mullins. Braylon Mullins on your left, Lendeborg on the right. Mullins knocked down a clutch three-point shot. He is the man who won the game for UConn against Duke. Yaxel Lendeborg has been the man who has basically helped Michigan get to where they are right now, fighting through injuries, all kinds of different things right now for him. But taking a look at the numbers, Yaxel Lendeborg from top to bottom, bottom to top, has the advantage in every single statistical category. Every single one. And, you know, I like Braylon Mullins. I think he can be a difference maker. But in order for him to have the edge over Lendeborg today, Lendeborg is going to have to struggle. Because keep in mind, this guy's like 6'9", and he's a big forward. He's pretty big for a small forward. Yaxel Lendeborg is 6'9", 240. Meanwhile, you look at Braylon Mullins, and not that Braylon Mullins is a small guy, but he's not the same size as Lendeborg, who can definitely be a true, real big. By the way, so is Morris Johnson, who is also 6'9", so that gives them some huge additional size on the Michigan side of things. We'll need to see this man and Braylon Mullins play lights out today, and we're going to need to see some coaching coming in as well from the UConn side. Head-to-head comparison for the power forwards here. You got Alex Karaban and Morris Johnson. Alex Karaban, 6'8", Johnson, 6'9". Both of them, interestingly enough, averaging the exact same number of points per game, 13.1. But Alex Karaban, double the assists per game. Morris Johnson has an advantage in the rebounds category. Alex Karaban has a slight advantage in the steals category. Morris Johnson has a slight advantage in the blocks category. Big advantage here in overall field goal percentage, though, guys. 46% for Alex Karaban, 62% conversion from the floor for Morris Johnson. Get that man the ball, he'll find the bucket. Advantage Alex Karaban from downtown. Another one that feels kind of like a wash right now. So we've got 1-1 and then wash down the middle for 2. I think this, man, I don't know, dude. Everyone is taking Michigan to get the win here today, which sets people up for an exciting – it sets people up for some excitement here. It sets people up for some excitement here. But we're about to get tip-off. We're about to get this game started. So let's get locked in. All right. Is my game not on right now? Hang tight. All right, guys, so it looks like I'm jumping in about a minute late right now. Let's jump into this game. I'm going to go ahead and minimize the chat. We've got the basketball down on this side, and the ball is in the hands of the Michigan Wolverines. With 19 minutes and 13 seconds here left to go, guys, Michigan is working the angles around the outside. Cadeau inside to Mara. Mara is posted up against Terrace Reed. Mara backing him down. He'll turn around facing the rim. He'll shoot and miss. Rebound by Terrace Reed. Michigan with the Michigan missed their opening shot right here. We're coming back the other way. UConn with the ball, 18:51 here left to play. Going back and forth, solo ball with it. Solo ball kicks it to the wing. This wing shot well over the rim. Ugly shot missed and in the hands of Michigan. 18:41 left to play. Going to scroll this around right now. I'm going to minimize a few things here, guys, and get ourselves where we got to be. My apologies here. We're going to see a bucket coming in. Looks like a backwards pass to Mara. Mara fakes the overhead toss, looks to the left, goes to Cadeau. Cadeau inside. Up and in he goes. That's Morris Johnson who gets the shot to fall. That's the first bucket of the day. Michigan is the first to draw blood. The score is 2-0 right now with about 19 minutes left to play. On the court for both sides. You can see that on the bottom right-hand side of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like right now Silas Demery is backing up. Karaban inside. And it looks like backing a man down on the other side is Terrace Reed. Reed will put up the floater, and Reed will get the shot to fall. It's now 2-2. UConn back on defense. Here comes the Michigan Wolverines. Pass to the bottom of the screen. Yaxel Lendenborg using an Adai Mara screen. He looks to the left. He swings this one to Morris Johnson. Johnson to Mara. Mara back to Cadeau. Cadeau is inside the paint right now. Cadeau quickly goes to the rim. He scores. Cadeau putting it over Caravan. Nice shot on the right-hand side. Here is Demery. Final four NCAA Men's Championship game, folks. Bounce pass to the left. Swing pass to the right. Here is the move from inside the paint. A little shimmy, a shot. It's no good for Terrace Reed, and it's recovered by Michigan. Michigan on the attack. Michigan is on the move. Elliot Cadeau is dispossessed. This goes out of bounds, and it looks like it was last touch. The officials point this direction, so I believe it's Michigan basketball. Let's double check right now. Should be Michigan ball. Looks like it's a foul on Silas Demery, actually, before the thing went out of bounds. So we wait for the inbound pass right now for Michigan. Michigan will inbound. Ball in the hands of Mara. Mara back and forth. Here he's Cadeau will go up and shoot. There is the foul that I was looking for. There is a foul on Silas Demery, and it's from the three-point line. So Demery picks up his first foul of the day. It is Cadeau who goes up pretending to, I guess he was actually taking the shot. I don't know. But he shot that from the top screen wing over on this side of your screens at the bottom. He was fouled on the way up. We're now at the free throw line for 2 shots. 2 shots coming up right now. The first one is nothing but net at the free throw line. The score is now 5-2 with the Michigan Wolverines up right now. The score is 5-2. Michigan up by 3. Second free throw, also good. Remember, folks, it was a 3 ball when he was fouled, so he was fouled behind the line. It is 6-2. Michigan hanging on. Elliot Cadeau, throughout this NCAA tournament alone, is averaging about 8 points per game. A little over 6 assists per game. There's that third free throw. All 3 free throws are good for Michigan. They are up by 5. Here's the inbound pass. UConn will slowly bring the ball up court. UConn now in the front court. Solo ball. Looks to the top. Here's Demery. Demery at the straightaway. Demery closely guarded, solo ball, pump fakes at the three-point line, steps up, shoots a baseline J, an awkward-looking shot, but he gets it to go. It's 7-4, solo ball, able to get a shot to go down. Coming back with it, Elliot Cadeau crosses into the front court here. He's now working against Demery. He'll try to bounce this one inside past Terrace Reed. Looks like there will be a foul, maybe just before the shot here, so there could be a blocking foul. I think it's a blocking foul. I think it's on solo ball. It looked like he was set. I mean, his arms were out. That could be a blocking foul. I think that's a blocking foul. Solo ball gets up. He goes, oh, he wanted it so bad. So we start the clock again, folks. There's the inbound pass, and here is Yaxel. Yaxel turns the axle, kicks it out, three-point line. Cadeau lets it fly from downtown. It's no good. Offensive rebound, though. Gonna miss the putback, and another offensive rebound. Morris Johnson gets it to go. Second and third chance buckets are gonna hurt gonna hurt UConn. If they allow that to continue, UConn's defense definitely gonna need to crash boards against this much taller Michigan team. Here is Silas Demery. Demery works his way in from the straightaway, and the rejection from Roddy Gale Jr. Oh, my goodness. Wow, what a swat. The Michigan Wolverines able to get a big defensive play, and it looks like with this dead ball, it takes us to our first commercial break of the day, ladies and gentlemen. So, commercial break. We got 15 minutes and 41 seconds here left to play in the first half of this game. Welcome to Football Nation. My apologies for getting the game started just a little bit late, but we are on a mission today, guys. First of all, welcome. Y'all heard me rambling for the first 20 minutes of this live stream while we were going through our pregame analysis. We actually made it through the entire pregame, at the cost of missing the first 3 opening shots that were all misses, so I don't feel like we missed that much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently in our first commercial break. If you are new to how March Madness works, we're going to see a lot of official TV timeouts. They're not called by either side, so both coaches get 4 timeouts per game, and I guess the NCAA gets like 8 per half. So we'll get a lot of these timeouts throughout the day. I do have some additional graphics to talk about with you guys. One of them that I really wanted to talk about today was the NBA picture, and I bring up this graphic a lot, but I've got some new stuff around this graphic that I want you guys to see. There are a lot of questions, ladies and gentlemen, about how the NBA play-in tournament works. Now, if you've never been a part of the play-in tournament or have ever followed along with the National Basketball Association and how they decide the number 7 and 8 seeds for the NBA, stick around because we're going to talk about it during these commercial breaks here. Now, just in a nutshell, guys, for those of you who don't know, I'm going to make this super quick. And just so y'all know, again, the score is 9-4. UConn is trailing by 5. The ball did just go out of bounds off of a blocked shot. Michigan just blocked the shot. It will be UConn's ball down at this end of the court. But for the NBA play-in tournament, we're going to have 3 games that decide which teams go into the playoffs. So, you saw that 7 and 8 were the Suns and the Trailblazers. 9 and 10 were the Clippers and the Warriors. There's going to be 3 games, guys. 7 and 8 will go head-to-head. The winners of 7 and 8 will end up being the number 7 seed, and the loser goes on to play Game 3, right? So, Game 1, 7 and 8, the winner ends up being number 7 regardless of who wins. Then Game 2 are 9 and 10. The winner goes on to Game 3. The loser just straight up goes home. Then we have the loser from Game 1 and the winner from Game 2 fighting for the last spot, and that will be how the NBA playoffs will break down. We'll actually break down this schedule for the Football Nation summer and what we plan to cover. But right now our commercial break is coming to an end. 15 minutes and 42 seconds here left to play. Let's check back in on this March Madness game, ladies and gentlemen. UConn to inbound the basketball. There is the inbound pass. It is with Terrace Reed at the three-point line. He is not a shooter. Solo Ball now has it. Ball backing out quickly. He'll feed this one inside. They're losing track of time. Shot clock down to 1. Reed going to run out of time. That's a shot clock violation. How did you guys lose track of time right now? There was not a lot of time left after the rejection. He must have thought they had a full shot clock. Bad mental collapse right there by Team UConn. It's Michigan basketball. 15 minutes and 28 seconds left to go. Here come the Wolverines up by 5 and with possession. Cadeau to the left. With it now, Roddy Gale feeds inside to Mara. Mara quickly double-teamed. Terrace Reed is now the only man left on him. Reed tries to block Mara's shot. Does a good job of putting some defensive pressure on there. It's a missed shot for Mara and a rebound for Reed. Here's Demery. Demery goes to the top of the screen. Passes to the hash. Caravan almost losing it. It's actually Mullins, excuse me. Mullins almost losing it. Here's Solo Ball at the straightaway. Fakes the shot. Little give and go. Here's a three-point shot from Mullins. It's off the heel here. This one is poked. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lendeborg. UConn ball. UConn with the basketball, guys. So 14 minutes and 46 seconds here left to go. The ball has been pushed out of bounds. We're going to move this basketball to the sideline and bring this back in when they inbound this pass. It will be UConn to inbound right now. UConn to inbound from the hash at the top of the screen where this basketball is. Here's the start. Terrace Reed, Silas Demery. Demery using a solo ball screen. Demery, no change of rotation here. Goes to Caravan. Caravan inside to Reed. Reed's in trouble. This thing is going to be poked and then off the leg of Reed. It's a turnover. Michigan ball. Now Michigan gets the basketball. That's got to be a foul, though, ref. Come on. He slapped him in the arm. Terrible missed call by the officials right there. They called this out of bounds off of UConn, but it was clearly slapped in the arm. Terrace Reed was swatted there by Elliot Cadeau. No whistle. Here's a three-point shot from downtown. This one falls like an anvil. Trey McKinney misses that three-point shot, and it's a defensive rebound for Alex Caravan. Here's solo ball from downtown. Bang! Count it. Solo ball drills a three. 14:06 here left to go. Clock is started. Michigan with possession. Hold the phone. Looks like the clock. So the clock is just ticking away right now. Kind of crazy that even though that shot was a dead ball, the clock never stopped right there. I don't know who's running the clock here. This is a national championship game, so probably the auxiliary team for these officials need to do a better job of keeping the clock clean right now. Anyways, enough about that. Here is Elliot Cadeau. Cadeau uses the Mara screen. Cadeau steps inside the three-point line. He goes under the rim. He shoots an acrobatic shot. He gets it to go. He gets the bucket and the foul. So it looks like a foul now coming in. Foul on Silas Demery as well. So there's a foul here. I mean, he did a good job. But needless to say, there was definitely a foul on the other side of the court earlier too. So an and one opportunity presents itself here, ladies and gentlemen, for Team Michigan. Elliot Cadeau is at the free throw line, shooting a few shots. Thank you for the update, Courtney, letting us know we got over 3,000 people hanging in the chat right now, guys. Now I know that free throw, off the back of the rim. Rebound by Terrace Reed. All right, y'all, let's have some fun today. We are on a mission, on a goal to get to 117,000 subscribers. We need about 250 more. Right now, it looks like UConn has possession, down by 4. Solo ball will scramble into open space. He will shoot a pretty obvious over-the-back foul here for UConn. Looks like Terrace Reed is going to pick up a foul, and this could be troublesome for UConn now. Terrace Reed finds himself in foul trouble. This game could be over sooner than expected here. I don't want to sugarcoat that. I cannot express how important it is to not lose Terrace Reed in this game for UConn. Folks, it's a dead ball. It's going to be Michigan basketball. We'll see the inbound pass from this side here. They've started the clock. Here comes Michigan up the court. So, Lendeborg, like Cyborg, Lendeborg goes to the top. Looks to the left, passes to the left. Inside pass to Mara. Mara with 1 foot in the paint. He'll spin and turn. Size mismatch. Another missed shot for Mara. Very unlike him in the paint. Malachi Smith, who's only 6'1", gets the rebound here. And the ball is now with Jaden Ross. Back to Smith. Malachi Smith works around the logo. He's very high up right now. Malachi Smith looks to the left, goes to Caravan. Caravan is way downtown. Here's solo ball. Back to Caravan. Pump fake, sidestep with 3 guys closing in. He knocks it down. It's a 1-point game, and UConn down by 1. Michigan 11. UConn with 10. Michigan hasn't scored in a while. Michigan looking for points right now. There's Mara inside, blocked from behind. Got to be a foul right here. The officials say no, no, no. There will be a foul on solo ball. Mara will be going to the free throw line to shoot a couple of shots. And Michigan goes to the charity stripe. Folks, on the court right now, we're going to see a few substitutions right here with 12:07 left to go. We're going to see a few substitutions right now. Oh, hello. Scratch that, guys. The foul was before the shot, so this is not a shooting foul. A few substitutions here. A 3-point shot from way downtown, and it's no good. Rebounded by Ross. Ross in transition, tries to take it coast to coast. He is fouled on the other side. And that's a foul on Elliot Cadeau. So Cadeau, trying to prevent the easy bucket, will pick up a foul right here, knowing he's got one to give. Jaden Ross will go to the free throw line. That kind of looked like all ball. No, that was a slap on the hand. Commercial break. Okay, so a commercial break the other way. The score is 10-11, ladies and gentlemen. UConn, underdogs in this game. Michigan expected to win this game. I believe that Michigan has the better talent. I also believe that UConn has the better coaching. It's going to come down to which of these two sides can put it all together. But it should be fun nevertheless, guys. Let's go. Over 4,000 watching. Appreciate y'all. Courtney says bow tie. Call of the Wild, Jack London. Isn't that a Guys, we're reading some of these chats right now. Maria Ribble, what's going on? John Murphy saying good. John Murphy Abel saying good game right now. Thank you, Bert. Bert Irving. Cheers to you, sir. Appreciate you checking in. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 11 minutes and 57 seconds left to go. When we get back from our commercial break, we will see 2 free throws for Jaden Ross. The foul was committed by Elliot Cadeau, and that's really all there is right now. We'll have more information here in just a moment. For those of you guys who are currently enjoying Football Nation, just so you all know, I wanted to bring up some of the big dates coming up this summer, guys. The biggest one coming up right now is, for me and this channel, probably the NFL Draft. But before the NFL Draft happens on April 23rd, round 1, the NBA playoffs begin April 13th. The play-in tournament actually begins April 14th, so we'll have games 14th, 15th, and 17th before we start the NBA playoffs. Simultaneously, guys, it's going to be the NBA playoffs and the Stanley Cup, and somewhere baked into this, we'll have the NBA draft. Later this summer, guys, after the month of May, once we get through the Stanley Cup playoffs and the NBA playoffs, we will get into the finals. Both of the finals for the Stanley Cup and the NBA are running in tandem side by side. Then after this, guys, once this is all said and done, the FIFA World Cup will be set to begin. This is going to last about a month. We'll also have the NBA draft in that time and the MLB All-Star Game later this summer. These are the major events coming up on this channel, guys. Stanley Cups are going to be a little one-offs right there, but just so you guys are aware of what we're planning this season. Again, y'all, taking a look at the statistical numbers, the Michigan Wolverines, 87.8, and they have not put up less than 90 in this tournament since it started. 100 in round 1, 95 in round 2, 90 in round 3. Elite 8, they scored 95, and against Arizona, they scored another 90 burger right there, 91 points. Can they put up 90 today? They are definitely behind schedule to break 90 points right now. Let's see if Michigan can figure out their offense. For those of you who are new, guys, a little layout for you guys, a little, let's call it orientation, if you will. Above my head, I have the scoreboard. Right below me at about the belt line, at about the bust line, if you will, I've got the crawler that's giving you all the scores for the different sports around around everywhere right now. And then, of course, at the bottom, I've got the basketball graphic that I control on my own. But on the right-hand side, for those of you making your parlays, we're actually at the free throw line right now, guys. Jaden Ross shooting 2 free throws. First free throw is good. The score is 11-11. Anyways, these are your point leaders. You got your point leaders, your rebound leaders, your assist leaders, and your players currently on the court. First free throw for Jaden Ross was good. Here comes the second free throw for Jaden Ross. Here's one dribble. The second free throw to take the lead is no good. We are all tied up 11 all. That's going to be a rebound by Trey McKinney. And here comes Michigan with the basketball. Michigan, Trey McKinney hanging on to it. He's got Ross in his face. Going to use a screen there by Johnson. He passes to Johnson. Johnson's at the elbow. Fakes to the left, goes to the right. He does a spin move. Now he's in the paint. Tries to big body, goes up and in. Muscles his way in. Morris Johnson knocks down a big layup right there. Great shot right there. Looks like Jolene Gibbs is now a channel member. Let's go, Jolene. I see you. Appreciate you. Malachi Smith to the right-hand side. It's Rebe to Caravan. Caravan to Smith. Smith hangs on to it here. Smith uses a screen from Rebe. He'll pull up and shoot. The pop and shot gets a friendly shooter's roll. We're all tied up 13-13. Michigan on the attack. Yaxel, top of the screen. Yaxel tries to bounce this one over to Johnson. Johnson against Rebe. It's about the same size right now, and there's got to be a foul. Whistle comes in. Johnson to the free throw line. There's a foul on Rebe. Looks like shout out to the chat for coming through with 1,000 likes like the other night. Did we hit 1,000 already? If we did, I love that. I love that. I don't know if we're there yet, but I love that. Looks like Duff Locke is also gifting out some memberships. Let's go, Duff. Appreciate you. Would love to see as many of these custom emojis get put up today as we can. Here is Malachi Smith. He goes to the right. It is Caravan. Caravan to Rebe. Rebe to Smith. Smith works his way over to the wing. Smith loses his footing. He steps back and shoots the triple. It's off the front of the rim. He gets his own rebound. So an offensive board and a scramble for the basketball. Kicks it to the corner. It flies. Bang! Caravan takes the lead for UConn. It is 16-13 right now. Going back and shooting this one quickly. Gonna miss. Offensive board. Morris Johnson answers back with a putback of his own. A beautiful putback. Robert Zamora gifting out Football Nation memberships. Let's go. Jaden Ross having to push a man off of him. Elliot Cadeau in his face. Malachi Smith with the basketball right now. Smith to Rebe. Rebe pulls up to the three-point line. It's a bad pass. It's stolen. Morris Johnson gets the turnover. Here comes Cadeau for Michigan. Michigan now on the attack. He'll back things up. Michigan down by 1. Good lead pass, entry pass. Clears it to the three-point line. No good. Rebound. Caravan lucky on the miss right there. TM Martin also gifting out Football Nation memberships. Let's go. Malachi Smith goes to the right. Here's Jaden Ross. Ross pulls up to the logo. Ross goes to Smith. Smith getting very active off the ball right now. Going to use a rebase screen here. Smith, about 6 feet between him and the three-point line. He makes the move, splits the defense, and kisses it off the glass. Nice finger roll there to finish things up right now for UConn on that possession. Coming back with it, Yaxel Lendeborg is at the bottom of the screen. He is fouled on the drive. This should be before the shot. With 8:54 here left to go, we're going to get an inbound pass. If I know anything about basketball. Appreciate you guys, man. I'm feeling the love in the chat right now. TM Martin, thank you for the supers. Robert Zamora, thank you for gifting out those memberships. Duff Locke, thank you for gifting out those memberships. That's 20 memberships that we just picked up right now in about 5 minutes, thanks to the lovely people on this channel. Love you guys. Thank you. Here's the inbound pass. Yaxel now has it. He is somewhere between the top of the key and the three-point line. A step-back triple for Lendeborg. It's no good. Whistle comes in for an over-the-back foul here once again. Except this time it's going to be against Morris Johnson, I believe. So this will be a foul against Michigan, and it should be UConn basketball. Michigan fans, are you nervous? Michigan fans, are you nervous? Looks like it's a foul. The foul is against Morris Johnson. Robert Zamora gifting out a few more. Let's go. Owl on the prowl says, let's get to 117. I'm with you. Tim Lynch saying Michigan 0-5 from three-point line. Ooh, Timmy. Tim, that's a huge stat line right there. Thank you for the update on that. Folks, Michigan has not sunk a three-point shot in this game just yet. Here is the ball in the hands of Alex Caravan. Caravan to Terrace Reed at the straightaway. He'll pass to Mullins for three. Mullins way high off the glass. Bad shot from downtown. It's an offensive board. Terrace Reed recovers, kicks it to the three-point line, and Jalen Stewart will try his luck. He will also miss. It's rebounded by Michigan. Michigan now with it here, going to the left-hand side on the drive, and good strong play to the rim. Can't quite finish. Trey McKinney comes up just a hair short on that drive for Michigan. Back with UConn, 18-15. The UConn Huskies have a three-point lead and possession. Shot clock down to 14 as Malachi Smith tries to dissect this defense. He'll bounce this to Terrace Reed. Reed is a little beyond his range right there. Tries to go up against Adai Mara. You know better than that. Mara with a rejection. Terrace Reed, no sir. Against Mara, that height difference is just too much, man. Here's the move, the feed inside to Mara, and Mara will finish at the rim. It is 18-17. UConn with a one-point lead. UConn with a one-point lead. Malachi Smith now at the Final Four logo. Malachi Smith working against Burnett here. Here's a bounce to the left-hand side. Caravan hanging the ball above his head, trying to use the height difference. Cheddar's in his face. Here's a look to Reed, Terrace Reed, backwards to Jalen Stewart. Stewart shoots. Stewart can't get it to go. Looks like it's going to be an offensive rebound anyways. Down on the deck, trying to clear this out. Michigan cannot recover. It's still UConn basketball. 7 minutes left to play. The clock has stopped, though. Offensive rebound for Jalen Stewart, and it's a TV timeout right now because the clock never reset the way it should have, or maybe it did reset. The officials are calling a timeout right now because the shot clock was messed up right there, guys. We've got 7 minutes here left to play in the first half of this game. Let's go. What's up, brother, says Snowman Media. How are you tonight? Doing well. We've got a live chat room today. So, where are you guys watching from? Where are you watching from? Now, I'm going to tell you guys this. Look, I'm not going to get a chance to read all your comments, but I am looking forward to whatever pops up first. So talk to me. Where are you watching from? And please don't say from the other side of the moon, because that's a possibility. Just going to put that out there. Robert says San Antonio. Let's go, San Antonio, Texas. Owasso, Michigan in the chat. Whackety Wax saying UConn. Nevada's in the chat. Palm Beach, Florida checked in. Cool as a fan in North Carolina. What up, cool as a fan? We got Michigan in the house. Indiana for Scott Whitaker. Rainmaker in Tahoe. Oh, man, you guys understood the assignment today. Let's try to run through these as best we can. We've got Long Beach, California. San Antonio for Mr. Joshua Bettis. Toledo, Ohio for Joshua Bennett. Joshua Bennett. What up, Josh? How you doing? 420 Slayer saying, watching from Michigan. G Fresh Mac in Pennsylvania. JP576. Is that Kentucky? Do I know my stuff right now? Can someone please explain basketball? I don't know. I was just bored, says Creation Time. Stick around, bro. We will break down some of this stuff. Keep coming back to this channel, man. If you actually do want to learn something about basketball, we will cover a lot of the basics at the start of the NBA playoffs. There are slightly different rules to NCAA basketball and NBA basketball. We will talk about that when we get there. But for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Appreciate you checking into the chat. South Indianapolis for Snowman Multimedia. What up, Snowman? Westchester, New York in the chat. Jax in his bed. What up, Jax? We got California in the chat. Tennessee representing. Greenfield, Ohio saying hello. Fresno, California from West Coast. Stevens, how you doing? Lexington Park, Maryland. What's up? Florida for Juice Life. What up, Juice Life? Montreal. Hey, Canada. Oh, Canada, welcome in. New Horizons saying James Joseph, yes, sir. Minnesota is in the chat. Brownsburg, Indiana is in the chat. I love it. All right, guys, so I'm not going to sit here and read all of the different places. We're just trying to fill in some time right now during this commercial break. But for those of you who did participate in the chat, and there are literally hundreds of you guys who checked into this chat, and I'm really sorry that I didn't get a chance to read. I even see Madagascar in the chat right now. There's no sound. The official looking at the camera saying, so he can't even hear himself on the overhead right now. The previous play was stopped due to a timing error. Put the shot clock to 15 seconds. The play was stopped to correct the shot clock. That is the description we're getting right now. I can tell that the refs are itching to blow their whistles, says Sasquatch. Jackson, Massachusetts. Steve saying good things grow in Ontario. We got Ponca City, Oklahoma. Platinum Tunnel saying República Dominicana, Orlando, Florida. Sabe que yo tengo mi bandera dominicana ahí abajo. I actually just busted out my old Dominican flag that I had from a long time. Anyways, guys, let's step away from this right now. Again, thank you for doing the heavy lifting during that commercial break, chat. I appreciate y'all. Here is the inbound pass. We've got that 15 seconds on the shot clock. It is Malachi Smith out to Terrace Reed. Terrace Reed to Mullins. Mullins will drive. Mullins will put up a floater. It's off the back of the rim and into the hands of Michigan. Michigan gets the board. There's a foul that comes in quickly with 6:47. Looks like this foul. Looks like this foul right now. Watch LSU baseball. We could. They're calling this foul on Braylon Mullins. And in case anybody's wondering, it's just Coke Zero. Zero sugar. Because we don't need all that. We're sweet enough, baby. We're sweet enough, baby. We don't need no sugar up in here. Folks, I'm doing a very crummy job of a few things right now. I got to make sure I put these timeouts on. And I want to keep track of the fouls right now. 7 fouls on the day for UConn. 7 fouls on the day for UConn, which means we are actually in the bonus already. Michigan is in the bonus. It's 1-and-1 free throws for Michigan. The first free throw for Nimari Burnett is good, ladies and gentlemen. First free throw for Nimari Burnett was good, which means he gets one more shot here. Michigan with just 3 fouls in this game so far. Michigan with barely 3 fouls in this game here, doing a better job. Both free throws are good for Michigan. The score is now 19-18. My apologies on the scoreboard. The score is now 19-18. We're waiting for the inbound pass. So the inbound pass comes in, and we got to go back and forth quickly here. Jalen Stewart to the top of the screen. Backing things out is Malachi Smith. He's tiptoeing this midway line, the half-court line. Malachi Smith to the bottom of the screen. Doesn't like the look. Decides to cut back to the logo again. Smith feeds this one inside. Caravan has some space, and this one goes back the other way. Okay. We stop the clock with 6:24. Looks like it's a foul on Elliot Cadeau with 6:24. So Cadeau commits a foul on this one right before Caravan went up to shoot. So that's what the officials blew the whistle on. It's not the Mara rejection. So Adai Mara did swat that thing away, and it looked really nasty, but the foul came in before the shot. So, or let me rephrase, before the rejection of the shot. Anyways, Cadeau picks up his second foul of the day. We go to the free throw line. Caravan makes the first of his 2 free throws. Free throw number 2 is also good. The score is now 20-19. UConn with a 1-point lead. Michigan with the ball. Here is a move. Here is a drive and a quick foul the other way. Foul on Jalen Stewart with 6:17 left to go. It stops the clock again, and we go to the free throw line for 2 shots. That's foul number 8 on the day here, folks. Foul number 8 on UConn. So foul number 8 on UConn after this one. We're going to the free throw line. We get 1-and-1 free throws once again. What are 1-and-1 free throws? You get 2 shots if you can make the first. If you miss the first, both teams have a chance to rebound. Yaxel Lendeborg is at the stripe. He makes the first of his 2 shots. We are all tied up at 20-20. Tim Lynch saying good night. Brian saying let them play. Got him, coach. How you doing? Thanks for checking in. Waiting for Germans in the chat. Freimeister saying we're sitting at 635. Let's try to get to 1,000 by halftime. Both free throws are good here for Michigan, folks. There's the inbound pass, and Michigan playing full court defense, full court press already. They got to quickly get this ball up court. There's the pass, and a wide open shot for Mullins. It's good. Bang! UConn takes a 2-point lead. 6 minutes here left to go. UConn shooting the basketball relatively well from downtown. Michigan, Yaxel Lendeborg kicks it to the 3-point line. This shot, another miss from downtown. That time it was a bad miss off of the hands of Nimari Burnett. So Michigan struggling at the 3-point line. Here's Malachi Smith. There's no way, by the way, guys, that the shooting that we saw from Michigan against Arizona was going to happen again today. They were insanely good against Arizona. Looks like a tussle for the basketball right now. Kicks it to the 3-point line, and the straightaway tray is no good, but hustle points right here for Mullins. Mullins passing this one inside. Terrace Reed tries to flick the wrist here, and Terrace Reed can't get it to go. Rebound Michigan. Michigan will drive. Yaxel Lendeborg down on his back right now. Lendeborg on the deck will fight for possession, and possession goes to Michigan. It is Michigan basketball. Yaxel Lendeborg had to wrap up that thing. He has not had a great day today. Arizona can't play defense, says Danny. 5:05 left to go in the first half. Michigan is in the bonus. We're waiting for the inbound pass. There it is to Lendeborg. Here's the 3-point shot. This shot also off the far side of the rim. Looks like Trey McKinney going to miss this one, and a foul against Malachi Smith here. So Trey McKinney misses this one. It's rebounded, an offensive rebound by Roddy Gale Jr. over the back foul committed by Malachi Smith. That's foul number 9 for UConn, and we're back to the free throw line for a couple of shots. Again, Michigan is in the bonus. So this will be the last of the 1-and-1s. If UConn commits 10-plus fouls, then we will get just traditional bonus free throws, which means they'll get to shoot 2 free throws regardless. The first of the 1-and-1 free throws for Roddy Gale Jr. was successful. The score is now 22-23. UConn hanging on to the 1-point lead. The second free throw is also good. That 1-point lead is no more. We are all tied up at 23-23. Here is Michigan on defense. UConn with the basketball trying to control the pace right now. A very evenly matched game. Malachi Smith going to try to get some separation between him and Trey McKinney. Smith goes to Caravan, back to Smith, who's against Lendenborg, doesn't like the size mismatch. He'll go to Mullins. Mullins, top of the key, will shoot. A little too much on an offensive board here for UConn. UConn feeds inside. Fadeaway shot for Terrace Reed. And it looks like this is going to go down as a goaltend. Mara reflects or rejects that shot, but it was already on its way down. That was at the apex right there. So to call that a goaltending, that was close, ref. That was close, but the points will go to UConn, even though the ball did not go through the hoop. Very close. Very close. These live casts are always behind the TV. Yes, they are, 2D Cree. Yes, they are, which is why we have the basketball moving ourselves. Because otherwise, all of the spoilers would be given quickly. Here's a missed shot right now. Defensive rebound for Alex Caravan. Looks like Malachi Smith at the bottom of the screen. Going to use a Terrace Reed screen. Malachi Smith looks to Reed, who's inside the three-point line where he belongs. He'll clear this out again to Smith. Smith going to go around, and it's going to be, oh my goodness, they're calling this an illegal screen right now. It's an offensive foul against Terrace Reed. 3:58 left to go. Terrace Reed handed the ball off backwards here, turned around and tried to post up. Tried to set a pick, but they're calling this one a bad screen, a moving screen. And because of that, it's an offensive foul and a turnover. Michigan will be getting the basketball when we come back from the commercial break that we are currently in. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're in a commercial break. What's going on, guys? How are y'all today? How's everybody doing? I hope y'all are having a good day so far. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick look at how these two teams are performing so far. Starting with Terrace Reed, your big center for today, has played 12 minutes, has just 4 points in this game. Alex Caravan, 16 minutes played, has 8 points in this game for UConn. Braylon Mullins, with 13 minutes played, has knocked down just 1 shot. And it is from downtown, 1 of 6 today for Braylon Mullins, shooting the basketball at just 20%. Now, Solo Ball has played 8 minutes. He's got 5 points. Silas Demery, man, I don't know what's going on with him. Only 7 minutes played for Demery and only 0 points for Demery today. So if you're a UConn fan, one of the big pieces that's missing, despite the fact that UConn has a 2-point lead with 4 minutes left to play in the first half, Demery doesn't have a single point in today's game. I will say, coming in off the bench, nobody has really made a big contribution. We've got 1 point coming in off the bench from, looks like Ross, who I don't even have listed over here. I definitely should have Ross listed on this list of bench players. He actually would have been deep bench and injuries. But the other one is 10 minutes played for Malachi Smith. Malachi Smith with just 4 points here today. Taking a look at the starters for Michigan. Mara today, 12 minutes played, just 2 points. Morris Johnson Jr., 10 minutes played with 8 points. Yaxel Lendenborg has played 16 minutes. He's played the entire game. He literally hasn't hit the bench at all. Just 2 points today. Just 2. By the way, he's only even taken 2 shots today and missed them both. He scored at the free throw line. Namari Burnett in this contest. 2 points today. Also, both of his points came from the free throw line. And Elliot Cadeau, 12 minutes, 7 points today, but he has already picked up 2 fouls, and there's a whole second half that needs to happen. Coming in off the bench, looks like the only player to score off the bench for Michigan is Roddy Gale Jr., and he's picked up just 2 points, but that's really about it for the Michigan side. At least they're spreading the wealth around, and they don't have any goose eggs out of their starters, which is, I mean, for lack of a better term, pretty concerning for the UConn side. All right, guys. So the score is 25-23. By the way, my name is Mario. If you came in here from channel surfing on YouTube and you've come across 5, 10, 15, 20 different channels and they've all been subpar, and you believe that this is the best broadcast out on the platform, guys, do me a favor and smash that like button. Ade Mara to Morris Johnson, back to Mara. Mara in the post, goes to the wing. Here's the swing pass. Here's the drive. There is the rejection coming back the other way. Braylon Mullins with a block right now. Mullins goes to the three-point line. This shot, no good. Rebound, Trey McKinney. Looks like a super chat just came in right now. Caleb, thank you very much. A shot from downtown from Michigan, not going to go again. Looks like the whistle blows. 3:16 left to play, and it's a foul on Alex Caravan. In the bonus plus now, we go to the free throw line. So that's foul number 10 on UConn. 2 shots coming up for Michigan. This could tie this up. Let's read the super chat. Beers on me tonight, bro. Have a great night. Enjoyed watching and listening to you cover the madness. Says Caleb McFarland. Mr. McFarland, fist bumps to you, sir. Very much appreciated. He says, beers are on me tonight, bro. Thank you, sir. You know, honestly, that's not beers on you, man. You just bought us a case of diapers, so thank you. Appreciate that a lot because diapers are expensive. Let's keep going. We're almost through this, guys. Next year we'll be potty training, and we won't need the diapers anymore. All right, so there was a foul here on Caravan. I guess it's for the way that he was boxing out right now against Morris Johnson. He had Johnson's arms kind of hooked in underneath right now. So I think that's the right call for the officials and the right call on Alex Caravan. Here's the official review. Okay, so at the discretion of the officials, the previous play is being reviewed for a hook and hold against UConn's Alex Caravan. I think that's exactly what we saw, guys. I think it's exactly what we saw as a hook and hold here. So let's see what the officials come up with. I mean, there's no doubt about that right there. 200 more, says Tim. We're on our way up. Mario had like 300 subscribers last year, now over 110. We had more than 300 subscribers, Josh. Actually, this time last year, we had about 25,000. So this time last year, up until now, not half bad. Not half bad. Poor Sasquatch, man. I'm doing my best, Sasquatch. You're not wrong about this, though. I think this is why so many fans... I think this is why ESPN abuses of college football and college basketball. Yep, there's the foul. It's going to be called. Michigan will get 2 shots and the ball. So this is going to go down as a hook and hold. Michigan gets 2 shots and the basketball here. After that hold from Caravan, you got caught, buddy. You got caught. So Alex Caravan gets caught with the hook and hold. Michigan will get 2 free throws and the basketball after this. Sasquatch saying that the game is unbearable to watch. There has been more downtime than actual play. You're not wrong, buddy. But, you know, it's just the way the game goes sometimes. So we're at the free throw line. It is Morris Johnson shooting 2 shots now after the call has been made by the officials. They did blow this play dead. First free throw for Morris Johnson bounces off the rim and rolls its way in. The score is 25-24 after the first free throw. Could be the turning point of this game, says Quaid Person. Like a flagrant? Like a flagrant, 2D. Like a flagrant. There is the second free throw. 25-25 is the score. Basketball capital of the world versus the world, says Mighty Funny. Courtney says, I like Wookiees the best. Mr. Mojo says, they're milking it. Yes, they are. Stepping away from the chat, guys, here is Michigan with the basketball after knocking down those two shots. Mara feeds inside, and this shot is going to be made by Yaxel Lendeborg, finally getting himself a couple of points here from the field. That's his first shot made from the field today. He's 1 of 4. Yaxel Lendeborg up to 4 points. Now remember, he did make 2 free throws. Here is Malachi Smith. Smith to Caravan, wide open from way downtown. It's no good. Rebounded by Trey McKinney. McKinney comes back across half court. McKinney actually being directed by Lendeborg. Lendeborg gets the ball, passes to Mara. Mara is posted up just outside the paint. He's got a size mismatch. Easy turnaround layup for him. No way that they were going to give that up right there. The score is 29-25. Michigan up by 4. Looks like a timeout will be called here. UConn calls a timeout. First timeout of the day. Actually called by one of these coaches. So UConn needs a minute to pump the brakes. They were up. And now, taking a look at the court, guys, this is a problem here. So on the court, and I do expect this to change in the next, 2 minutes, Caravan, Smith, Mullins, Ross, and Rebe. There is no Terrace Reed. On the other side, Johnson at 6'9", Lendeborg at 6'9", Mara at 7'3", Roddy Gale Jr. and Trey McKinney. That is, and Trey McKinney. That is not gonna go very well there from a height standpoint. That's gonna be a tough one to win there when you're playing small ball. So we go back to another break. The score is 25-29. Michigan currently has the lead right now. Brandon saying that UConn is in trouble. How do you get a Michigan sticker? Asks Zora War Gruel. Zora, you got to become a channel member in order to get these stickers. We've got stickers for all of the college basketball teams right now. We can actually change some of these up right now. It's basically all the ones that have played so far. But, of course, my San Antonio Spurs, the Miami Heat, Warriors, all the other ones that are out there, got a bunch of them. So if you want to become a channel member, and if you do become a channel member, you get to flex those. You also get to watch some of the other content that I've got for channel members, and I know channel members, I owe you guys some private streams. I'm not forgetting about y'all. I got y'all in mind. 2 minutes and 24 seconds here left to go. We've got a few channel members that I do feel like we should definitely bring up right now. Shout out to all of these channel members. There are a few more. I have not updated it since the last time I did this, but we've got different tiers of memberships. Robert Zamora out here gifting out more memberships. If you get one, please be sure to thank Robert Zamora out here. Brandy, Courtney, Gary, and Jeremy, JT, John, Loodle Miss, Mike, Lorinda, Robert, Steve, T Fishes, and Val with her crazy good life. Thank you guys for continuing to support this channel. And Victoria just recently became a channel member, and she elevated her channel membership. So, Victoria, your name's going to be up on this list as well. I see you. You just dropped a super chat right now, but I want to make sure that I get your name put out here as well. Shout out to the folks on this list as well. This is our championship level members. This is our touchdown level members right now. You guys can see this is all set up in alphabetical order. And not just to these folks right here as well. Shout out to the first down channel members as well. These are the ones who have been with us for at least 90 days. We'll bring this up at the end of the game. Right now, this game is hot, folks, and I don't want to cool off just yet. Let's get back to the action. The commercial break is just about over. So a few substitutions happening right now. Solo Ball is subbing in for UConn. Terrace Reed subbing back in for UConn. Jaden Ross hitting the court or hitting the bench right now at this point, and UConn needs to get a bucket here and needs to get it quickly. So a timeout was called in the front court. We're waiting for the inbound pass. Whoa, inbound pass way back here to the back court. Malachi Smith will bring it up. Solo Ball with the basketball. Solo ball goes to Malachi Smith. Smith at the bottom wing here. Looks to the right, doesn't like it, goes to solo ball for three. Yes, count it. UConn knocks down the triple. Solo ball with a bucket now. Looks like another super just dropped in right now. We'll read this in just a moment during the next dead ball. Less than 2 minutes left to play. Here's a pass from Trey McKinney to Lindenborg. Lindenborg inside. And again, Mara in the paint. Terrace Reed against him this time. Terrace Reed puts up a better fight than anybody else on the UConn side, but Mara is just too big at 6'3". So he gets the shot to go. Adai Mara is now looking at a 6 points in this game here. Thank you right now, Max Daly. I appreciate that. It's all downtime until football here. He says Mario's the GOAT. Here's a step-back triple. Malachi Smith way offline. Fighting for the rebound. Terrace Reed lays down for it. Gets up, passes it to Caravan. Caravan will shoot. No good. Mara wraps this thing up. Mara gets the pull down. And here comes Michigan in transition. Sorry, did I say 6'3"? I meant 7'3". Did I not say? My bad. Here's a pull-up and a shot from inside. Yeah, 7'3" for Mara, guys. That's Wemby's height. Well, Wemby's 7'4". But yeah, Adai Mara, 7'3". And if I said 6'3", that's my bad. That's how tall I am in a good pair of boots. Here's a look to the right. And here comes Solo Ball. Solo Ball will swing this over, and Mullins will drive. He will shoot and miss. Trying to fast break now. Michigan. Lindenborg goes up. He shoots. He misses. The putback is there. But I think that was over the cylinder. They're not going to call it. Roddy Gale got the putback, even though that should have been an illegal putback. But the score is 28-33 for what it's worth. With 16 seconds here left to go, I'll speed up the clock. Don't go anywhere, guys. During halftime, I have a halftime show for you. Holding for the last shot, Malachi Smith passes inside to Reed. Reed tries to get the foul, and a late whistle comes in with 2.6. Foul on Yaxel Lindenborg. So Yaxel commits the foul. We go to the free throw line for 2 shots. I mean, it was literally, oh no, it wasn't over the cylinder. Wow, the replay just showed that Roddy Gale Jr. actually did a very, very clean job of the cleanup there. So it wasn't over the cylinder. By the way, the opening free throw for Terrace Reed is no good. That's what happens when you speak too soon. .6 left to go, guys. Don't go anywhere during halftime. I do have a halftime trivia quiz for you guys, and I am stoked about it. Terrace Reed just missed the first free throw. By the way, Michigan has only committed 5 fouls in this half. UConn is over 10 already. Second free throw coming up for Terrace Reed. Reed, big deep breath. Down by 5. The free throw is good for UConn. It is 29-33. 4-point game with 2.6 left to go. Inbound pass coming in right now. Hey, Disc Golf, long time no see, brother. Thanks for checking in. There's the inbound pass. 2 seconds left to go. Got to throw this up from downtown from half court, and this is going to be no good. That is how the first half ends, ladies and gentlemen. This will take us into halftime. So it is halftime. It is halftime, and that means we got to change a couple of things. So let's put 20 minutes here on the clock. We'll put 20 minutes on the clock, nobody in the bonus, halftime, and we start this. Halftime typically takes about 20 minutes. Let's go on to our trivia quiz. You guys ready? I'm ready. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our halftime trivia quiz. I'm going to ask you guys 10 questions. This trivia quiz is all about March Madness finals here, so don't expect UConn or Michigan questions. Let's start with question number 1. Guys, it's 2026, but where is the 2027 Final Four being held? Will it be in Detroit? Will it be in Miami? Or will it be in Houston? 2027, also going to have a Final Four. This one right now currently happening in Indianapolis. Imperfect Bob says Detroit. TJ saying Miami. H-Town says Mike. So a mixed bag right now. Those of you who said Detroit, I know my hoop heads out there. We got a couple of hoop heads. We got a couple people who are locked in right now. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this will be happening in Miami. I think the last time, or excuse me, happening in Detroit next year. I think the last time it happened was 2006, maybe 2009. Anyways, let's move on to question number 2. All right, guys, which of these basketball programs has won the most NCAA men's championships? Is it Kentucky? Is it Duke? Or is it UCLA? Which of these basketball programs has won the most NCAA men's championships? Some of y'all know this. Some of y'all thought you knew this. But the answer is UCLA, guys. 1964, 65, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, and 73. You'll notice that there are 7 consecutive wins right there in the 70s. The answer was UCLA. Let's go on to question number 3. All right, guys, including today, how many times have UConn and Michigan met in the March Madness tournament? Once, twice, or thrice? You tell me. Including today, how many times have UConn and Michigan met in this tournament? 222 says TJ. Couple of y'all saying 2. Jeffrey saying LOL, I cheated. Guys, the answer is just 1. This is the first time ever in March Madness that UConn and Michigan are meeting to play. So this is the first time ever. They have played 3 times in total before this championship, but never in March Madness. Question number 4. Who is the only coach that has won the men's national title at 2 different schools? Is it A, Rick Pitino? Is it B, Jim Calhoun? Or is it C, Bob Knight? Which of these coaches is the only coach in college basketball history to have won national titles at 2 different schools? The answer is Rick Pitino. Good job, guys. A lot of y'all got this one right with Rick Pitino. The answer was indeed A. He won in 1996 with Kentucky and again in 2013 with Louisville. There you go. All right. Let's go to question number 5. Question number 5. Which player holds the record for the most points scored in an NCAA men's championship game? Is it A, LeBron James? Is it B, Christian Laettner? Or is it C, Bill Walton? Which player holds the record for the most points scored in a championship game? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? The answer is Bill Walton, guys. Bill Walton played for the Trailblazers, played for UCLA, and scored 44 points in one championship, in the championship game, bro. 44? You got to be kidding me. All right. Imperfect Bob with 4 out of 5. Not half bad. All right, guys. What school won both the NCAA football and men's basketball national titles in the same year? Was it the Florida Gators, the Ohio State Buckeyes, or the Alabama Crimson Tide? One of these schools' athletic programs won both the football and basketball. Football and basketball. It is the University of Florida, guys. The Florida Gators are the only one to have won both. That was 2006, 2007. The Gators, unforgettable in the early 2000s right there. Man, and they won the championship last year too, so, you know, there's also that. Let's go to the next question, guys. Which team completed the last undefeated season in NCAA men's basketball history? Who had the most recent one? Was it the Oklahoma Sooners, The Indiana Hoosiers, or was it UCLA, guys? The most recent undefeated season, A, B, or C? A, B, or C? The answer to this one, another mixed bag, guys, is the Indiana Hoosiers. By the way, they also went undefeated in football just this year. So the Indiana Hoosiers undefeated in 1975 and 1976 in basketball. Indiana Hoosiers undefeated in 2025-26 in football. All right. Question number 8. Which of these legends hit the game-winning shot with 15 seconds left in the 1982 NCAA Men's Championship game? Was it Larry Bird? Was it Magic Johnson? Or was it Michael Jordan? Which of these guys hit the shot to win the game in 1982? 1982. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. It was Michael Jordan. It was Michael Jordan. Anybody got this one wrong? I don't blame you guys. Just know that Magic and Larry played a little bit earlier in the 70s, Jordan in the 80s. At least that's when they played college ball. Question number 9. Which NCAA championship game is the only one ever to go into 3 overtimes? Was it 1949 Virginia versus Texas Tech, 1957 North Carolina versus Kansas, or 1983 North Carolina State versus Houston? The only game ever to go into triple overtime championship game. TJE-LOL, it was 1957. A couple of you guys grasping for straws on this one, but you know what? A lot of you guys got this one right. The last time it went into 3 overtimes for a championship game was 1957. The final score before the three-point line existed was 54-53 in triple overtime. So a trash game. Anyways, last question. Where was the first NCAA men's basketball championship game ever held? Was it in Springfield, Massachusetts? Was it at State College, Pennsylvania? Or was it in Evanston, Illinois? Where was the first ever championship game held? This is our last trivia question, guys, for college basketball this season. And the answer is C. Just a few miles north of Chicago, guys, at Patton's Gymnasium at Patton Gymnasium in Evanston, Illinois. The game happened in 1939. So there, Springfield is actually the birthplace of basketball. But that's it. How did y'all do? How did y'all do on our trivia quiz? We still have 11 minutes here in halftime, so we got a lot to talk about. What, says Doanne? Yup, Tracy Brown got 11 of 11. Okay. Adam got 8 out of 10. Great game so far, says Buzzard. Buzzard's Corner. Yo, I tried to make this quiz a little tougher than the quizzes in the past. I didn't make it quite as tough as Santino makes those quizzes, but I wanted to just, spice it up a little bit. Just a little bit. Kick it up a notch like Emeril Lagasse. Bam! UConn plus 4-5 saved me. Glad he made the last free throw. Let's go. And you tipped the dealer there? Josh, I appreciate you. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and cut back. Step away from the funky stuff and see how we did right now. Looks like Josh says UConn plus 4-5 saved me. Glad he made that last free throw. Okay, not bad. That was tough, not going to lie, says Tracy Brown. Courtney says hello to Tino. Freimeister saying fun. Smash that like button. Good questions on the quiz, though, says Angela. Thank you, Angela. Appreciate that. Fresh new questions. Appreciate the call out, says Sandy. I didn't even know you were watching, bro. What's going on, man? Didn't make him quite as tough as our boy Santino does. I figured we'd give you guys a fighting chance here today. Let's see. I'm going to sleep in a little, says Tracy. Loving the game so far, says Hawk. Hawk Tua spat on that thank. What a name. What a name. Cool. Tracy, thanks for the update. Let's see, 2 out of 10 ain't bad, says Charity Louise. I'm just here for the hot dogs and Coke. Nice. 935 on the likes. Let's get to 1,000, says She Cosplays. We're close. We're close. If you are new, make sure you subscribe and come back, says Frymeister. I got 3. Good for me, says Sparta. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further stalling for time, let's get into the analytics for today's game, shall we? I'm actually going to do it this way. So if y'all take a look on the right-hand side, I'm going to make this graphic disappear really quick. There we go. And we can take a look at what we saw in the first half of this game. Very, very low-scoring first half for Michigan by their standards. Again, Michigan has not scored less than 90 points this entire March Madness tournament. But today, Michigan has been held to just 33 points in the first half, which means if they got exactly that same level of production in the second half, they would end up with 66 points today, which is kudos to Connecticut. But it's not going to be enough for UConn to get the win. UConn's going to need to do a little bit more. Now, one of the things that is a big, glaring, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me, is this right here. Wait, what? Say that one more time, Mario. How many shots? Well, ladies and gentlemen, March Madness right now, Michigan has taken 8 3-point attempts. This Michigan team has taken 8 3-point attempts. They have not made a single shot from downtown, yet they're still up by 4. Meanwhile, UConn has shot the basketball 15 times from downtown. 33% success rate here for UConn. They've also knocked down their shots 33% from the floor in general, knocking down 10 of 30 shots. Meanwhile, Michigan doing a little bit better. They have earned more points at the free throw line, which raises an eyebrow for some. We know that just in general, Michigan is better at getting to the free throw line. There have been a couple of missed calls by the officials that should have been called. Anyways, all of that is to say that we have seen a total of 6 free throws for Team UConn and 12 free throws for Team Michigan. If we eliminated all of the points from the free throw line, which obviously we can't, but if we eliminated all of the scores from the free throw line, the score without any free throws right now would be UConn 25 and Michigan 22. So without help from the officials and getting to the free throw line, Michigan has been having a pretty off day, to say the least. Total rebounds, 21-20. UConn with 21 rebounds, Michigan with 20 rebounds. We talked about the free throw percentage, field goal percentage, three-point percentage. We can talk about the fouls here as well if I wanted to bring this up just momentarily. Taking a look at the assists, just 4 for Team UConn, just 3 for Team Michigan. Definitely a lot of isolation basketball, not a lot of team ball, not scoring off of a pass or an open space right now. We are seeing players create shots on their own, off the dribble, not so much from team play. Steals, 2 steals today for Michigan, no steals, not a single steal today for Team UConn, not one. 2 blocks today, both Adai Mara over here on the Michigan side. 1 block today for UConn, and if I'm not mistaken, that was Alex Caravan. I could be wrong about that. Turnovers, 3 turnovers forced today, or 3 turnovers committed by the Huskies, 2 turnovers committed for Michigan. 12 fouls in the first half for Team Connecticut, for the Huskies, for UConn. 12. Just 5 whistles against Michigan in the first half of this game. All right. So, those are just the numbers right now. We still have halftime to complete. We still got about 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go during this half right now. Caravan needs to go off. What happens when a team has too many fouls? They go into the bonus. So, Silver, Percat, you'll notice sometimes that there might be a foul, and it's not a shooting foul. I'm going to use the basketball here for an example. Let's say your team is heading in this direction, right? And we'll use Michigan on this side. We'll use UConn on this side. I'm answering this question right here. This is Basketball 101. You're allotted a certain amount of fouls per quarter in the NBA, certain amount of fouls per half in the NCAA. Those are either 7 or 10 in NCAA right here, or 7 or 9 in NCAA right here, and that puts you in the bonus. If you end up in the bonus, right, let's say UConn fouls Michigan, in your words, too many times, then any foul that happens at this point, even if it's not a shooting foul, any foul that happens, even if the foul happens on this side of the court, it's going to result in Michigan taking free throws regardless. So to answer your question, simply put, when there are too many fouls committed by a team, like we saw for UConn that gave up 12 fouls or committed 12 fouls in the first half, we saw Michigan go to the free throw line in what is known as the bonus, and that will be indicated above my head by these things that say bonus. So when you see those go up, that means that any foul happening at this point will put these teams at the free throw line. They're going to get a couple of shots. Now, this is the big game right here, Silver Percat. I want you to commit that to memory, okay? Because if you come back next year and you ask again, we're going to leave you hanging. I want you to commit that to memory. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, we've got about, looks like 3 minutes here left to go. Why don't we talk about the NBA standings? For those of us who are here right now, hey-yo. For those of you who are here right now, Tracy's saying my email's not working. I like your Huskies, Justin Talbot. Let's get to 117, says Courtney. Let's do it. Let's do it. Basically 20 minutes to see who's best. That's why we come. Let's effing go, says Freimeister Bond. Ladies and gentlemen, talk to me. With 3 minutes here left to go, we're going to try to finish up these last 180 seconds going back and forth with the chat. So talk to me, guys. Who is your NBA team? Who is your NBA team? 502 Paranormal Crew saying new follower. What up, 502? Yaman saying go Pistons. Yo, the Pistons still winning games right now, even without Cade Cunningham. Not half bad. San Antonio Spurs have the best player in the NBA. The big man, Victor Wembanyama, says Disc Golf Billy. That's what my jersey is, for sure. Let's see. Buzzard saying M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I. Go Celtics, says the friendly ghost. Man, so good to see Jason Tatum back. Jaylen Brown is an absolute, I think it's going to be Spurs and Celtics at the end of it all. Warriors and Lakers, says Zach Frazier. How about the Lakers barely surviving and the Golden State Warriors also barely surviving? They are going to end up being in the play-in tournament, in case you're wondering. We got looks like a Celtics fan in Matt. What's up? Courtney for the Warriors. Looks like Llama Llama saying Detroit basketball. Yo, OKC Thunder, the only real threat in the West to my San Antonio Spurs, unless it's a one-off game by the Denver Nuggets where they actually get the win. Calvin saying Detroit Pistons. George says they all suck. Celtics in the chat. Hornets in the chat. Hey, Hornets actually have a chance to make the postseason this year, which is pretty darn cool for them. Dre Mapp saying go Spurs, go. Me too, man. Go Spurs, go. All right, guys, I'm going to bring this up one more time. We have about 45 seconds in halftime left. Here is the play-in tournament described one more time. You'll notice that some of these teams up here, are in gray. There are 8 teams listed in gray. We are going to watch 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 play. 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 play. So we'll probably see on one day these two 7 and 8 spots play. This will probably be both on April 14th. And the winners of this game will automatically get that number 7 spot. The losers of these 7-8 games will advance to the 3rd game, right? Then we've got 9 and 10 on both sides. They will play on the 15th of April. The winners of these games don't automatically advance. They move on to Game 3 to play the losers of Game 1. So, in this case in the West, if the Golden State Warriors happen to beat the Clippers in this spot, they will not automatically get a playoff spot. They have to win one more game over the winners or over the losers of this 7-8 matchup. Does that make sense? I hope it does. If it doesn't, you can literally screenshot this and it will explain all the rules right now. I know that looks a little mixed up and complicated. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, at least not now. We will bring that up sometime next week. We'll actually bring that up during the play-in tournament, but for now it looks like halftime is just about over, so I don't have to stall for time anymore. Just brutally and blatantly honest. All right, let's go ahead and bring that back up. We'll move this thing over. Second half about to get started here, ladies and gentlemen. So if you guys are locked in and ready for the second half, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to Football Nation. Folks, my name is Mario. I will be your host for the rest of this game. Here's hoping that the rest of this game is lights out. Fingers crossed. Let's do this thing. Put 20 minutes on the clock. Going to get the inbound pass now. Go Spurs, go. Let's go Michigan, says Buzzard's Corner. Cadeau gets some assists, says Armor of God. Armor of God. Let's see, Poro. Poro Man saying Reed Shepherd rules. Knicks in 6, NBA Finals, says Tuna Traveler. What up, Tuna? Michigan kills UConn, says Barbecue Briggs LaFleur. Playing games are dumb. No team in the gray will win the championship. You're right. You're straight up 100% right, Rocky Roberts. But it's still basketball, bro. It's still something to watch. Rocky with the most realist reel right now. You're 100% right. That's refreshing. Let's lock into right now. Man, all of the points that have been made by Michigan looks like they have all been from inside of the paint. Michigan can't score a shot outside the paint, which means that UConn knows what they have to do. They got to lock this stuff down. George, he's doing just fine. Thank you for asking. Let's get the second half started. Here comes UConn with the basketball. Mullins to the left. It's Demery. Demery hanging over his head with the basketball right now. Goes to the left, goes to the right. He's covered by Burnett. Demery using a solo ball screen. We've got to change the rotation. He will pull up, kicks it to solo ball. Ball for three, front of the rim. Mara gets the board. Rebound Michigan. Trying to fast break. Successful and a block. Oh my goodness. They call this a foul on solo ball. With 19:31 left to go, solo ball going to commit a foul right here. And we get Namari Burnett at the free throw line for 2 shots. This will be the first foul of the half now for UConn. That's number 1. Pick up where we left off with a foul, says Mighty Funny. Yes, sir. Basically, Rainmaker says, another BS call. Tim saying he didn't touch him. David saying, go blue. Davidson saying, go blue. DBR he saying, yes, it's a foul. Get over it. First free throw is good. The score is 34-29. First free throw is good here, ladies and gentlemen. Took his head off, says Doan. Another April atrocity, says TJ. Yama, I'm going to ask you one time. I appreciate you checking in, but please no spoilers in the chat. Both free throws are good. 35-29. 35-29 is the score, guys. We'll start the clock right now. Here comes Silas Demery. Demery at the March Madness logo, at the Final Four logo, looks to the right, finds Caravan. Caravan above the head, goes down to Demery. Demery fakes it up top, bounces it inside, and this shot will be too short. Gets his own rebound. Terrace Reed knew that wasn't going to be enough, and he went up and got it back. So Terrace Reed gets his own board and cleans up the shot. Here is Elliot Cadeau. Cadeau working against Demery, looks to the left, finds a man on the left-hand side. It's Morris Johnson. Johnson up to Mara. Mara cross-court to Cadeau. Cadeau, one more. Here is Yaxel. Yaxel to Mara. Mara against Terrace Reed. That's a bad pass. It's stolen away by UConn. It goes out of bounds, and it's last touched here by Morris Johnson. It's out of bounds. It's UConn ball. So UConn gets the basketball with 18:42 left to play. Down by 4 points. This is a good opportunity for UConn. Michigan looking to minimize the number of turnovers that they have in this half, but that's the 4th turnover. It's actually the 3rd turnover today for Michigan. Here, using some ball movement. Looks like that is just a bad pass. What are you doing, Terrace Reed? Total mental collapse. expected a man to be standing to his left, passed that to literally nobody, gave that right to the official, and this is out of bounds, last touched by UConn. It's Michigan ball. Here is Yaxel. Lendenborg drives. He is slowed down here by Solo Ball. A kick to the corner. It is way off and off the front of the rim in the hands of Terrace Reed. Demery, top of your screen. Demery uses the Reed pick. Demery slows it down. He is covered right now by Morris Johnson, a big height difference. He goes to Caravan. Caravan also this time has an advantage over Cadeau. Terrace Reed's at the three-point line with it. Not his spot. Terrace Reed against Mara. Tough assignment. Back and forth. Mara reaches in. He pokes it away. It's stolen. Here we go. Lendenborg. Top of the screen to Cadeau. Cadeau to Johnson. That's going to be a foul. It's going to be a loose ball foul right now, or an off-ball foul. 17-40. It's a foul on Silas Demery. Demery going to be subbing out for UConn. Demery picks up what foul is? That's his third foul of the day. So Demery has 3 fouls. Solo Ball has 3 fouls. Man, that does not look good for UConn. UConn going to have to overcome some adversity here today if they want a chance to win this thing. I got 17:40 on the clock. We're going to get an inbound pass. There it is, Mara with the basketball. Mara alley-oops it upstairs, and it's going to be a bad pass. It's stolen by Caravan. Caravan passes this one to Malachi Smith. Smith pulls up to the hash mark. Movement off ball. Solo Ball will line up the triple. No good. Caravan, no chance of getting that rebound over Mara. That's Mara's ball. He gets another pull down. Yaxel Lendenborg going to show off the size, show off the muscle, gets through the defense, but misses the layup. And Malachi Smith will reset. Caravan pump fakes at the three-point line. Back to Malachi Smith. Not much scoring so far in this half. Solo Ball going to go up, and it's stolen back the other way. Another turnover. Here's Morris Johnson. Johnson up to the top, and this goes out of bounds. Another turnover this time. Just moving too fast. And there's a lot of that happening on both sides here, by the way. Both sides seem to be not exactly under control. Not the most controlled movement for both sides. I know you want to be faster than the other team, but I think taking a beat right now would be good for everyone. Both teams have committed 3 turnovers, and we are not even 4 minutes into this half. So 6 turnovers, less than 4 minutes into this half for both teams. Here we go, Malachi Smith slowing it down. Smith to Solo Ball. Ball will drive. He's at the elbow, clears it out again. This is a shot for Caravan with the defense in his face. It's rebounded by Cadeau. Another missed shot for UConn. Cadeau goes coast to coast. He will drive, he will shoot, and Cadeau will score. Oh my goodness, the and one is there. Michigan, 37-31, and we get an extra shot at the free throw line now for a 3-point play. Pretty obvious foul right there, no doubt about it. Solo Ball picks up yet another. That's foul number 4 on Solo Ball. Oof. Ooh, that is no bueno for UConn. Ball will go to the bench. Brutal to be in that big of foul trouble with this much time left. That's foul number 3 in the half for UConn. Michigan has yet to foul. Elliot Cadeau knocks down the and one opportunity. It's 38-31. UConn trying to stay locked in, but you can see that these guys are realizing that they need to clean up and tighten this game up quite a bit here. Okay, so Jaden Ross with the basketball now. Here comes a reach-in foul. This one going to be against Roddy Gale Jr., so that's the first foul against Michigan. Michigan picks up their first of the half, I should say. Michigan picks up their first foul of the half. It is Roddy Gale Jr. That's his first foul of the game. Are these the Savannah Bananas? I don't know. Here's the inbound pass with 16 minutes and 10 seconds left to play in this championship game. Malachi Smith. One more pass to the corner. It's stolen. Coming back. Michigan forcing a turnover. Cadeau, quick hands, will shoot. It's no good. The putback is no good. Johnson going to miss the cleanup as well. Too many missed shots in this half, guys. We're officially 4 minutes into this one. In this game, 8 turnovers already for UConn. UConn can't control the ball, and that's a rejection here. Oh, my goodness. Morris Johnson, a three-point shot flies. Another offensive board, and Braylon Mullins cleans up the mess. So Braylon Mullins gets a shot to fall. It's 33-38. Ball with Michigan. Backing things in, Morris Johnson will shoot the whistle. That's actually Yaxel Lendeborg, and Lendeborg gets it to go. So Yaxel knocks down this shot through some contact, picks up a foul, and gets the shot to go. That's definitely a foul on Terrace Reed, someone else you don't want picking up fouls. Third foul of the day for Terrace Reed. We're going to get an and one shot here for the Michigan Wolverines. However, we go to a commercial break first. Okay. Back to a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. The score is 40-33. You're watching Football Nation. I am your host. My name is Mario. How y'all doing today? Okay. So we're picking up subscribers here pretty quickly. I hope y'all are still sticking with me. It still says half. Thank you, She Cosplay. There you go. It is the second right now. UConn is in foul trouble. Big time. Big time. Let's go blue, says Mike. Scarecrow, Lion, and Tin Man's intro song steal the show. Anytime, Mr. Chupatu. Thank you very much. So many fouls. Rename it April Atrocity. At 1,000, says Yaman Menku. Thank you. Thank you for the heads up. Dang, the fouls are going to ruin this game, says Sparta Fireworks. Not half bad. Blake, welcome back, dude. How you doing, Blake? As insane as ever. As insane as ever. I appreciate the comment there, sir. Quanta Love, hello. Gonna be an 80-point game at this rate, says Salty. Yeah, it's a pretty rough game. Guys, talk to me. Talk to me. Who are you rooting for? Who are you rooting for? You can go with yellow for Michigan, yellow and blue. You can go with white or gray and blue for UConn. Or you can drop the UConn or the Michigan logos in the chat. I'm looking to the chat right now to see who y'all are rooting for. Mr. Chupatu saying Huskies. Robert dropping the Huskies right now. We got Xbox One saying UConn. Buzzard's Corner saying Michigan. Let's go Michigan, says Blake. Tim saying UConn. Justin saying love the Husky Nation from Ohio. Can't stand Michigan. DJ Jean checks in right now. I see you, DJ Jean. They're trying to imitate Bam's 83-point game. I don't know if they're actually having much success on that one. Quaid checking in for Michigan. What up, Mr. Pearson? Fist bumps to you, sir. In the middle of a commercial break. Right now, Mario for the win. How's the little man? He's getting bigger every day, Max. Getting bigger and learning every day, sir. Appreciate that super chat. Mark McKay checks in for Michigan. Jude checking in for UConn. Hey, Jude. What's up, man? Jude Tucker. Scott Whitaker saying Wolverines. I love it, Courtney. She says Mario with the basketball to finish it up. I need an Oregon logo to get that there. Yellow, says Ronald James. That means Michigan. Frozen in halftime. What happened, says Hugh. We got it fixed there, Hugh. Hakuna Matata. It's maize and blue. It's not yellow and blue. It's maize. Maize and blue. Hail to the victors. Thanks, guys. I learned something new today. I didn't realize that maize was a color. I always thought that it was just corn. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for checking in right now. Thank you for letting us know. Looks like Keith wants a shout-out. What up, Keith? How you doing, brother? Fist bumps to you. So the commercial break is now over, guys. The and one opportunity is here for Yaxel Lendeborg. I'm going to step away right now from the chat. Yaxel shoots. Yaxel scores. 41-33. It's an 8-point lead right now, and Michigan not taking their foot off the gas. Michigan playing full court press defense right now. UConn still struggling to get the ball into the front court. Who's counting this thing down, fighting their way in? It goes out of bounds. The full court press defense works. It's a turnover. It's Michigan basketball. Oh, man. My goodness, the officials not blowing the whistle right there, and I'm sure a lot of people would have argued that it was. I'm here till Hurley blows a gasket and then chokes the ref. Here's a shot from downtown. It's no good for Michigan. It's a rebound for rebound for UConn. UConn will shoot. UConn will score. Malachi Smith gets this shot to go on the layup after a rebound for Braylon Mullins. Thank you guys for the super chats. Here's a move, and this is poked away. Good job here defensively from UConn. 14:39 left to go in this basketball game. It's a 6-point game. 6-point game. Raise your hand if you took the over for today's contest. Michigan 6.5 is expected to win this one. Adai Morrow with the basketball. He's going to use his height and keep the ball high against Terrace Reed. A spin move against Terrace Reed. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by Terrace Reed, and Reed stays on the court. Even though he's got those 3 fouls, he's got to play defense, but he's got to play smart. And I think Morrow is going to take advantage of this, knowing that Reed can't really push right now. Here's the inbound pass, and it goes way back right here. The inbound pass goes way back. Pump fakes, a little stop and go, step back, and knocks it down. Trey McKinney will pull up and shoot. Nice shot there for Trey McKinney. Michigan finally back in the scoring column here. Field goals, guys. In this half, we've only seen 6 shots go down from the court. Malachi Smith, and that's between both teams, guys. Looking to the left, Caravan pump fakes, inside, outside, peanut butter jelly, 3-point shot flies. That's no good for Braylon Mullins. Offensive board, though. Mullins with it again. Mullins tries to shoot over Mara. Easier said than done. Another missed shot, but it looks like Caravan gets the tip in to clean it up. Welcome to first downs, TCO. It is 37-43 right now. Between the legs, Cadeau goes to the right. Cadeau will drive. He will shoot. An easy layup there for Cadeau. 45-37. 45-37. Michigan is up right now by 8 once again. Here is Malachi Smith. Smith in trouble. He is closely guarded by Trey McKinney. Looks to Caravan. Caravan at the straightaway. Here's Terrace Reed against Adem Mara. And Mara's just too big, man. Mara's just too big. And Reed will shoot. Mara's defense too much. It's a missed shot by Reed. Here we go. Yaxel Lendeborg. Yaxel hangs on to it here. Yaxel almost posted up at the 3-point line. Cadeau fakes the pass. Cadeau will shoot, and Cadeau will score. It is 48-37, and everybody cheering right now if you're wearing maize and blue. 12:47 here left to go. UConn will call a timeout. Finally, Michigan starts to knock down a 3-point shot. That's the second timeout of the day for UConn. We go to a commercial break. So a timeout forcing 3-point shot for Team Michigan. Bang, bang. Not half bad for Team Michigan. Let's take a quick look at something here. Normally, I try to stand back. Let's take a look at the analytics for today's live stream. About 5,000 people watching this live stream right now. Here's my question to you. Have you smashed that like button yet? Have you smashed that like button yet? Now, I bring this up during these live streams, especially during March Madness, because there's not a whole lot of live streams that we get for March Madness. And the further we go into the tournament, the less and less streams that there are. So the one thing I was going to bring up are my YouTube analytics one time here real quick for you guys. I'm not going to try to guilt you guys into this right now, but I do want to highlight this right here. Watch time. In the last 28 days, 78% of you guys not subscribed. But what's even more scary is when I go down and I break this down into the last 7 days alone. The last 7 days alone, guys, 93% of you watching this live stream are not currently subscribed. So if you guys are watching and enjoying yourselves right now and getting some value out of this content, these are my straight-up personal YouTube analytics, and I'm not fibbing the numbers. I'm also not here to beg for subscribers. Just wanted to remind you guys that I do try to keep a close eye on all of those numbers throughout these live streams. Anyways, we are in the commercial break, and if you are currently subscribed, then obviously not asking you guys to subscribe again, but thank you. Victoria says, Michigan, let's effing go. What is up, Victoria? Thank you again for the super chat. Thank you again for the super chat. Anyways, taking a look right now, guys. These are the last 5 games. Michigan, round of 64, they won 100-80. In the round of 32, they won 95-72. In the round of 16, they won 90-77. Against Tennessee, they won 95-62. And against Arizona, against the Wildcats, they won 91-73. Meanwhile, right now, we've seen UConn get some big wins, but they haven't been by as much of a margin. We saw UConn win by 11 against Furman. They did win this game pretty clearly there by 16 against UCLA. Got very close against Michigan State. Got viral close against Duke. And then they won against Illinois. There's a reason Michigan is 6.5-point favorites coming into this game. It is the differential between these two teams. The point differential makes up such a big difference here. 18-point margin compared to just 12. That's your 6 points right there. 6.5 points right there. That's why Vegas made those picks for you guys. Anyways, regardless of what your selection was today, guys, I hope that all of you get to go home with a ton of money today. I hope all of you guys win your parlays regardless of what it is. Anyways, UConn has the basketball. Let's do this thing. Here is Mullins. Mullins to Demery. Demery pulls up to the wing. Demery looks to the left. It's now with Ross. Ross, the shot clock winding down. Got to clear a Caravan for 3. Caravan for 3. It's no good. Demery gets the offensive board, and this thing is rejected the other way. There's a whistle that comes in. A whistle that comes in. It's a foul on Morris Johnson Jr., ladies and gentlemen. So a foul against the Michigan side. Morris Johnson Jr. commits a foul here. We go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Couple shots right now. A Michigan foul? No way, says Rainmaker. No way, says Rainmaker. So we just saw a foul. Jaden Ross is at the free throw line to shoot 2 shots. Deep breath right now at the free throw line. Jaden Ross shooting 2. First free throw is good. The score is now 38-48. UConn down by 10. Michigan approaching the 50-point mark. UConn looking to get 39 here and narrow the gap to single digits. They are successful in that endeavor, and it is now Michigan's basketball. 39-48 is the score, down by 9. We're going to see a few substitutions right now. Maybe not. There's the inbound pass. Here come the Michigan Wolverines. The Wolverines with the basketball between the legs. It's Trey McKinney. McKinney going to use the screen. Bounces this to the left-hand side. And with it now is Johnson. Johnson works around the horn. He gets to the straightaway. Holding the ball above his head goes to Cadeau. Cadeau now has it. He tries to get past Demery. He will drive. He will shoot. And it's blocked by Demery. At least it seemed that way. Here comes UConn from downtown. Front of the rim, no good. Rebounded again by Trey McKinney. Fast break opportunity. It's 2-on-1. Going to go up and miss the layup here. Oh, no. Will Cheddar missing a wide open layup. Driving to the rim. Mullins going to be rejected by Morris Johnson again. Oh, my goodness. Michigan's defense is insane. Morris Johnson gets a block right there. The ball goes out of bounds. It will stay UConn's basketball. We go back to another commercial break during this dead ball. 11:33 left to play. Michigan up by 9. Can UConn close the gap, or is UConn cooked? Can UConn close the gap, or is UConn cooked? Thanks. That was a huge spike in subscribers, guys. I appreciate y'all. Spurs alert. We won. Go Spurs, go. Thank you, TJ. Anyone feel like the refs are unfair? You know, dude, you know what? We'll wait until after the live stream. If you're here until after the live stream, we can talk about it. UConn getting starved out, says Doan. Freimeister. Country saying, when they all talked about Thanksgiving in school, what did the 5-finger say to the face slap? Oh, no. It's only a 9-point game, says Noah King. Want a Big Ten men's and women's basketball champs? Maybe refs unfair in every sport, says Tony. Maybe. UConn should have more fouls, says DBR He. Red Sox lost. We suck again, says Ricky Ness. Oh, Ricky Ness. We just got to 117. That is true, Adam. That is true, Mr. Bates. But that is just the next rung up the ladder, my guy. We are working our way up this ladder, man. We got to catch Grossi, dude. We got to get to 1 million. We are on a mission to catch our friend up north in Tom Grossi. We got a long ways to go. He does have a 7-year, 8-year head start over Football Nation, so not half bad from our side. He's on year 11. He just made his post today that it took him 11 years to get his gold play button. We're 3 years in, and hopefully this continues to go up. Got a whole lot of game left, Balboa. Go blue, says Fishy Fish. UConn can't lose that gap. Let's see. Champs, not this year. We're too inexperienced, but maybe this year. Having fun? Thank you, Daniel. Cheers to you, man. Let's go Michigan, says DK. All right. Saying wrong pronunciation, but not taking any offense. I'm open to hearing it the right way, man, by the way. Open to hearing it the right way. Kid from Indiana needs to score. Krieger saying Tom Grossi, that's it, man. The man, the myth, the legend. Well, all right, guys. This is a longer timeout than what we would normally see if one of the coaches had actually taken a timeout. This is an extended TV timeout. They are cutting back to the game coverage here on TNT, which means we are going to do the same. For those of you interested in the point scorers today, your leaders for UConn. Alex Caravan leads the way with 10 points. Looks like Elliot Cadeau with 15 points leading the way for Team Michigan. As far as rebounds go, Terrace Reed with 6 boards. Looks like Terrace Reed with 10 boards. Trey McKinney with 6. And Malachi Smith with 3 assists. Elliot Cadeau with just the 1. Here is UConn to inbound. They do inbound this basketball. Ross goes to Reed. Reed goes backwards to Mullins. Back to Reed. Reed got a size mismatch now. Reed can take advantage of here, and he will. So looks like Adey Mara is not on the court. This is UConn's chance to narrow the gap from inside the paint and for Terrace Reed to get some work done. Here's a drive. No whistle right there. Oh, my goodness. Elliot Cadeau hit the deck hard, and no whistles being blown by these officials. Cadeau gets back up, and here is Silas Demery. Demery fakes to the right, goes to the left, and now we've got a mismatch now. He's against Morris Johnson. Looks to the right-hand side, which means that Caravan is covered by Cheddar. Here's one more pass to Mullins for 3. It rattles the rim. Fighting for the rebound. Ooh, that official got taken out right now. Oh, my goodness. Looks like 10:45 here left to go. I wonder if this official's okay. Silas Demery getting wrapped up with Morris Johnson. Demery going down with the basketball no matter what. And that official definitely got that left knee rocked. I hope that official's okay. Clock has stopped with 10:45. 7-point game. Michigan with 48. UConn with 41. This should be Michigan's basketball. Braylon Mullins going to the bench is what I see right now. They've been struggling in this half. The first half of the game, they knocked down 5. They have yet to knock down a 3-point shot here for UConn in the second half. UConn needs to take advantage of the fact that Mara, well, it's over now. Mara's back on the court. They needed to score some quick shots right there, and they tried to go long range. That might come back to bite them. Here is Yaxel for 3. Almost misses the entire thing here. Popped up in the air. It's a 50-50 ball. Jalen Stewart goes up. He is swatted away. Ross gets the offensive board. He will miss again. Mara tries to fast break. Mara is triple teamed. Mara is going to end up in a tough situation here. He's got the height. No whistle from the official. He clears the ball. Trey McKinney now has it. McKinney will move. McKinney will drive. Left side will miss. And the putback is there for Morris Johnson. Johnson gets the shot to fall. It's 50-41. This is one intense game, ladies and gentlemen. This game is intense, and it looks like the clock has stopped. Foul on Morris Johnson. Johnson picks up his 3rd foul of the day with less than 10 minutes left to go in this championship game. What a block, my goodness. And what a putback for Johnson. Doing fantastic here. Here's the inbound pass, folks. The ball now with UConn. Front court, Demery, left side, inside to Reed. Reed against Mara. Reed has to do something different. He knows he can't put it up over Mara. He clears it, a pump fake. Demery tries to put it up from mid-range, can't get it to go. Looks like it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gale Jr. I don't know if I agree with that call. I think this should be Michigan basketball, but the official pointed towards UConn. I don't know, man. Interesting. So, 9:29 here left to go. The ball will be inbounded from the UConn baseline. Demery looking for the open man. It's blocked under the rim. Morris Johnson with that 6'9" frame does a fantastic job. The three-point shot from Yaxel. It's no good, but an offensive board for Michigan. And we got to reset again for UConn. There's the pass inside to Morris Johnson. It's stripped away. Caravan comes up with a steal. Caravan steps on the gas. Caravan goes up and in and gets the shot to go. It's 43-50. It's still a 7-point game right now with 9 minutes left to play in this basketball game. Ball at the bottom of the screen in the hands of Roddy Gale. Gale steps up to the straightaway, looks to Mara now. Mara out to Yaxel. Lendeborg lines up the triple, airballs this one out of bounds. It's UConn basketball. Yaxel with an airball right now. Oof. Caravan, what a drive going coast to coast. What a play from Caravan. 8:43 here left to play. Caravan up to 12 points right now, leading the way for Team UConn. The ball is in the hands right now of Team UConn. We're going to get it's in the hands of the officials. They're going to pass this over and get this play started. Okay, we got our countdown now. Ball's in the hand. Here's the pass to Demery. Demery brings it up court. Demery working against Trey McKinney. McKinney's in his chest. Back and forth, a little give and go. Demery pulls out to the right side. Gets it right back. Demery tries to get the angle. He gets a very difficult shot with the left hand. It's a 5-point game, 45-50. Michigan now on the attack. Here comes Roddy Gale Jr. He will cut inside. He will spin move. He will go up, and Caravan gets another block here. Either that or it's just going to go down as a steal for Caravan. Another empty possession for Michigan now. An empty possession for Michigan. Here is Silas Demery. Caravan gets it now. Caravan uses the Terrace Reed screen. The hands come in. The passing lanes are blocked by Mara. Alley-oop, and down he goes. Adai Mara with the jam. Mara gets the alley-oop right there after forcing a turnover against UConn. And Mara, looking every bit a superstar that he is. Silas Demery is smothered right now in the wedge. Works around the corner. A long bomb triple. Caravan front of the rim, no good. And it looks like this is going to go out of bounds. A miss for UConn as it's doink off the rim and through the sideline. 7:16 left to go. Another official TV timeout will be called, and we go to another commercial break. All right, guys. So commercial break. Let's see, Mara tired now. It's Huskies time, says Mr. Chupatu. Blaze, anytime, man, anytime. Timeout, says Mark McKay. It's a TV timeout. Michigan will tire out, says Rainmaker. Still anybody's game. Mara, the Spanish dunk. That's it, man. That's it. All right, guys, 7 minutes here left to go. Just curious, you don't have to participate if you don't want to. But I'm looking for the newbies. If you are new, I'm looking for emojis. Newbies, drop 5 emojis. Looking for the newbies right now. If you're out there, let's find out who you are. I'll give you your official shout-out. 117.065, man. Let's keep climbing. Let's keep going. Not half bad. What's the NBA schedule this week? says Brad. You know, that's tough, Brad. I've got the schedule somewhere tucked away, but we'll get to that in a moment. Looks like the Dense Man with a big flex right now. What up, Dense Man? How you doing? West Coast Steve in the chat. Rich Lil B saying hello. I'm going to blow up my chat section right now. Looks like Chris Herman. Chris Herman, how you doing? Sarah Layla. Hello, Sarah Layla. The Goodness Chick with a big smile right here. John Jackson, welcome. Yaman Manku, what's going on? Andrew Garrity, I see you, bro. What's up, dude? NVWZ, a newbie, JP. Hello, Mr. Chupa 2. Welcome back. Oh, my goodness. We got a lot of newbies right now. Lil Spectrum Official. How you doing? We got Oscar Rodriguez. We got Jim Shue from the Valley. Hey, Chelsea Games. Welcome. Hey, Chelsea. Joshua Bennett, Khalil Brown, Tiffany Warnes. Looks like Credit Chicks says hello right here. Big Vate says hi. Krieger. What up, Krieger? Dawn says hello as well. Who else is in here? Mark Tankersley? I think I said that right. IGN. Oof. What's up, newbies in the chat? Evan Mosley says hello. Adrian Buchanan. Brooke Reynolds. Zerker Slayer. What's up, Zerker? I see some names out here. These are a lot of new names right here. SV Studios. What's up, man? Jude Tucker. Looks like Transy Podge says hello. Zion de Hamburger. What's up, dude? Comedy Group with the basketballs. Let's go. Northern Shore Seawall says hello. Jim Shue from the Valley. Chad. Hello. Baston Phils. Hello. Oh, my goodness. Laker Dave. What's up? Jim. Gripping Fox with a Chelsea logo. Bro, I've been a Chelsea fan since I was, like, 13. There are so many of you guys in this chat. If I didn't get a chance to say hello to you guys, I apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, the commercial break is now over. We were just trying to fill in a couple of gaps right there during that TV timeout. So, thanks for playing along. Guys, I am stepping away from the chat. Again, I'm sorry if I did not get a chance to read your comments. We've got, well, frankly, thousands of people watching and, frankly, thousands of people commenting as well. So, thank you for your participation today. Let's lock back in. Michigan with the basketball after the dead ball there. Top of your screen, it's Elliot Cadeau. Cadeau works his way to the bottom now. He alley-oops this up to Mara, and Mara nowhere near that one. It's a bad pass. It's a turnover. It's UConn basketball. UConn ball! Michigan. 3 fouls in, 4 fouls for UConn. Solo Ball also has 4 fouls. Silas Demery with 3 fouls. Terrace Reed with 3 fouls. Meanwhile, Morris Johnson with just 3 fouls on the Michigan side. Here's Demery, bottom of the screen. Demery working his way to the bottom wing. He goes to Terrace Reed, who has been matched up poorly against Mara. Arguably the toughest matchup that he has had all finals or all March Madness. Anyways, that's going to be a foul. It's a foul on Mara, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to get an inbound pass right here. That foul seemed to have happened before any shot. So just a regular foul. It makes it 4 fouls for Team Michigan. Here's the inbound pass. Terrace Reed with it. Reed to Demery. Demery at the straightaway goes to Mullins. Mullins inside to Reed. Reed, the turnaround hook shot. That shot over the entire rim. Airballs it. It's back with Michigan. Michigan in transition. Michigan trying to go quickly on the fast break. He will miss, but he is fouled. It's a foul on Jalen Stewart. Trey McKinney picks up, well, earns a trip to the free throw line, I should say. 6:30 here left to go. Foul on Jalen Stewart. He picks up his second foul of the day, and we go to the free throw line for 2 shots. It's Trey McKinney shooting 2. 6.5 left to go. 6.5 left to go. Solo Ball has been on the bench for the majority of this half, guys. First free throw is there right here. 53-45. Michigan Wolverines up by 8. There is no more March Madness after this, ladies and gentlemen. You do realize that, right? This is it. This is the championship game. The winner will be crowned champion, and the loser will get the not-so-prestigious honor of being the runner-up. 6.5 at the free throw line. First free throw was good. Second free throw also good. It's back to a 9-point lead for Team Michigan. Here to inbound is Braylon Mullins. Mullins at the baseline goes to Demery. Demery has the ball. Demery will bring it up. Yaxel Lendenborg is right in front of his face. Lendenborg is in his chest. There's a screen from Reed, so we got to change a rotation back and forth. Solo ball, another rotation right now. Ball goes to Caravan, back to ball. Ball for three, no good. Can't get it to go. It's rebounded by Mullins. Mullins clears. Here's the drive. Caravan goes, he is fouled, and Caravan goes to the free throw line for 2 shots. Looks like it's a foul on Yaxel Lendenborg, and that's his 3rd foul of the day. So Lendenborg now in a bit of foul trouble. Bit of foul trouble here, so Caravan needs to knock down these free throws. These are crucial free throws for Team UConn. It's 2 shots coming up. That's foul number 5 on both sides here. So we're all on the same page. These free throws might be some of the biggest free throws of this man's career. The first one off the back of the rim for Caravan. It had the right X-axis, but he didn't quite get the trajectory down right. So here comes the next one. By the way, Caravan is in 2nd place. It's an offensive rebound right now. Offensive rebound for UConn. Here is Demery at the 3-point line. Demery for 3. Demery can't get the shot to go either. They were just talking about how Caravan is number 2 in the history of UConn. Here's a shot under the rim. Yaxel, easy shot for Lendenborg. It's back to an 11-point lead. Double-digit lead right now for Michigan. Silas Demery got to step on the gas. This seems like it's going to be Michigan's game, guys. Is UConn cooked? Or is there still hope left? Going to the left now. Demery finds Mullins for 3. Mullins gets this one to go. It's good. 48-56. Looks like the clock will stop with 5:21. UConn calls one more timeout. So, 1 timeout remaining for Team UConn. 1 timeout remaining for Team UConn. The 3-point shot was a nasty bucket right there. Nice shot for Braylon Mullins to knock down the 25-footer. We go back to another commercial break, guys. I told y'all it was going to be below 80-point game. Called it from a mile away, says Salty AF1. Watch Mullins, says Loodle wisely. Loodle, I see you, man. Mullins, says Kev. What up, Kev? Dude tried to break Trey's knee. He's out there breaking ankles more than anything. Duff saying, about time. This is a good game, says Angela. I agree, Angela. First 3 by UConn. Yeah, first 3 by UConn in this half today. 5 minutes and 20 seconds equals an eternity, says Ned Davis. Buenas noches, says Mr. Mojo. Ansel saying, I am back. Ansel Mo Barrera. Thank you, Tina Hauser. Tina Hauser says congrats to 117. Blaze, thanks, man. Thank you very much. He says thank you from Idaho. Fist bumps to that. Yeah, man. Raise your hand if you're one of the folks who has been out here and checked out 6, 7 different channels before deciding to stick around. So they're showing the replay here. Definitely tripped up, and Demery went down. Oh, man. So I think there was a fall right here. Maybe someone got tripped up. So Demery was running in. He stepped on someone's shoe. He went down, maybe hyperextended McKinney's leg. So this is an official review, guys. 5:21 left to go. This play is currently under review. This play is currently under review. Over 6,000 in the chat, says Mr. J. Mullen. Thank you, guys. The goal is to try to get to over 10,000 in the chat if we possibly can. But one of the best ways to help us get there, y'all, I know it sounds super cheesy, smash that like button. Smash it, smash it, smash it. Giggity, giggity, giggity go. If you've been watching for 10, 15, 20 minutes, you know what to do. 5:21 left to go in this basketball game. There is the inbound pass. Michigan with the ball right now. It is Michigan's ball. UConn on the defense. Here's a pass to Mara. Mara at the three-point line goes to Lendeborg. Lendeborg inside the paint will shoot. It's off the heel right there. Takes a couple bounces. He gets the putback to go. The tip-in is there. It's a 10-point game. Demery with it. Demery steps up to the line. He crosses the March Madness logo. Goes behind the back, showing off the dribble, showing off the handles. Bottom wing here, it's Ross. Ross goes to Caravan. Caravan cross court to Mullins. Mullins pump fake, sidestep, triple. Bang! It's good. Braylon Mullins making it rain now. Mullins got a hot hand, starting to heat up. Let's see if he can catch fire. 4 minutes and 29 seconds. It's a 7-point game. Trey McKinney to Mara. Mara, a little bit of space right now, goes backwards to Cadeau. Cadeau tries to drive, gets slowed down quickly. Here is Lendeborg. Lendeborg will drive. He will go up. He will be fouled on the way in. 4 minutes and 13 seconds left to play. We get 2 shots at the free throw line for Yaxel Lendeborg. It's a foul on Jaden Ross. It's a foul on Jaden Ross. 58-51, 4 minutes and 13 seconds. Yaxel Lendeborg at the free throw line. 82% shooter at the free throw line. Lendeborg makes the first of the 2 shots. It is 51-59. Good shot there for Yaxel Lendeborg, making UConn pay. 6 fouls in now for UConn. 1 more, and we'll see Michigan in the bonus. You know how that works. We'll get the 1-and-1s coming in. Second free throw is good. So both free throws are good for Team Michigan. 4 minutes and 13 seconds here left to play. Looks like Larry just subscribed. See you guys out there. Looks like Pablo Rodriguez. Gracias, mi gente. Bienvenidos a este juego de basketball. So Ross makes the move. Ross backed up quickly now. Good defense from Michigan, the #1 ranked defense in college hoops. Demery fakes left, fakes right. He's in trouble, goes to Mullins. Mullins shot clock down to 8. Mullins will pass to Terrace Reed. Reed is going to go up, and Reed will be fouled. He goes to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots. And that was a tricky shot for Reed because he had Mara in his face, a much taller defender, and yet he managed to get it around Mara and draw the foul. Ladies and gentlemen, the foul takes us to a dead ball. We go back to a commercial break. So another commercial break yet again in the juiciest moments of this game. There's not much we can do about that except call the plays to the best of our abilities. So with 3:48 here left to play, the Michigan Wolverines are looking to get their first championship win since the year 1989. And right now, the UConn Huskies are looking to establish a dynasty. If the UConn Huskies win this game here today, it'll be their 3rd national championship in just 4 years. So, a lot at stake for this one game. This isn't the best of 7. This is do or die. This is win or go home. You win, you get the chip. You lose, it's all over. Duff Locke, hey. 20th super chat ever left on a live stream. Duff Locke just dropped a super sticker. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. So how does Reed not get a foul for all this time, but Morin's got his 4th foul much quicker? It's a good question. Did TBS do another Babyface love song intro? I don't know. That was Reckless on Cadeau. I call it out, says Doan. Bump that funky thumb. It's Maze. This is huge for the Fab Five. This is not best of 7, says Mr. Mojo. No, it is not. You bet $200 on Michigan, says Gray. Did you now? Well then, I hope you all win. UConn covers 7.5. Linda Catalano saying hello. All right. Still in the middle of this commercial break, guys. By the way, let's bring this up one more time. For those of you who are currently with us, guys, these are the events coming up on this channel. The NBA play-in tournament will begin on the 13th, so next Monday, a week from today, is the NBA play-in tournament. We will know who will be in the NBA playoffs by April 18th, and the NBA playoffs and the Stanley Cup playoffs will both begin on April 18th. I will be covering the NBA playoffs for the vast majority of it. I may even pick up a Stanley Cup game or two. The NFL draft will happen on April 23rd. The NBA Finals and the Stanley Cup Finals begin the first week of June. After all of this is done, the FIFA World Cup will take us into the summer months and go through July 19th. Preseason starts again in August for the NFL. This is just the schedule for the summer. We're going to be covering as much of this as we can. There might even be a few fights sprinkled in there as well. Yeah, Football Nation going to start covering some fights here too. Anyways, right now we've got a fight between UConn and Michigan. Michigan currently has the upper hand. 6 fouls and 6 fouls for both sides. They're clearing the court here. Morris Johnson Jr. with 4 fouls today. Yaxel Lendeborg with 3. Solo Ball with 4 fouls. Silas Demery with 3 fouls. Looks like 3 fouls there for Terrace Reed as well. We're at the free throw line. Terrace Reed shooting 2 shots right now to make this a 7-point game. Reed, deep breath. He's only a 60% free throw shooter. This one bounces high off the back of the rim and gets a lucky, friendly bounce. It's 52-60. 52-60. Terrace Reed, 13 rebounds today, 11 points. He's got a double-double after that second free throw. The score is 53-60. Full court press defense, 7 minutes here left to go. There's the inbound pass. Michigan brings it up. It's Yaxel Lendeborg. Yaxel in the front court now. He's covered by Caravan. Goes to the right. This time it goes out of bounds. It was poked away with 3:35. Looks like Mullins pokes this thing away. Super chat coming in saying we saw Michigan State take a lead after trailing by 18 and UConn flipped a Duke 19-point lead on its ear. We ain't cocky about this. Go Blue, says Doan. Thank you for the super. There's the inbound pass, and also thank you for refreshing everyone's memory right now that UConn may not be the unbeatable team, but they sure are pretty unstoppable. Here's the drive in the paint. The fadeaway jump shot is an air ball. It's rebounded and corralled right now by Caravan. The score is 60-53. Another super coming in. Looks like Gene or Henaro. What's up, dude? Sorry, I'm going to read that in just a second. We're going to call this game right now. Basketball, it looks like there's a foul. It's off the ball. 3:02 left to go. They're going to call this against Braylon Mullins. What happened? Mullins ran right through the chest of Elliot Cadeau. Oh, you see the glasses come off. He wants to challenge. He is livid. Oh, my goodness. All right, guys, basketball in the hands of Michigan. 2:50 here left to go. Looks to the left. Here's the move. A slip, a slide, and he hits the deck. Down goes Elliot Cadeau. Thank you very much, Phil James. I appreciate the super. Blue Bronc, thanks, guys. Oh, man, y'all are making the super chats rain right now. Please, I love this. I'm not trying to say no to the super chat. Thank you guys so much for all of these supers. But let's wait until we've got a dead ball or until we go to a commercial break. Actually, we're at the free throw line, so not half bad. Thank you for that super chat right there. We're at the free throw line. Michigan is in the bonus right now, shooting 1-and-1s. The first free throw is good. So that's foul number 6 in the bonus. First free throw is good. It's an 8-point game. Okay, Gennaro Legoretta. Genaro Legoretta. Difficult name. Just had to learn it. Genaro Legoretta. I think I said that right. What's up, man? Appreciate you. Second free throw, also good. Thank you for the supers, guys. All right, here is the inbound pass. The ball is with UConn, and the ball needs to find the bottom of that net if UConn wants to stay alive. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. UConn with it. Silas Demery kicks it, and this 3-ball flies for Caravan. He gets it to go. It's a 6-point game. Caravan from downtown. A much-needed desperation three flies. And here is Michigan on the move. Michigan brings it up court. It's now with Roddy Gale Jr. Roddy Gale to the bottom of the screen. It's going to be stolen. Here comes Terrace Reed on the fast break. Goes backwards. They shoot. No, they will miss. Solo ball had a juicy layup right there. Couldn't get it to go. Morris Johnson under the rim clears this one. There's the pass, and now we're seeing desperation. Three ball flies. That's good. Trey McKinney knocks it down. Bang, bang. Trey McKinney with a huge shot that gets Michigan on their feet. People losing it right now after that three-point shot. Timeout, Michigan. Game over, says Cousin Jimmy. I don't think so, man. Huge shot right there. Woo. 56-65. Son of a... Ow, first of all, that really hurt. Second of all, this is why I don't drink sodas in my office. Just knocked over like a full-ass can of Coke Zero all over my shoes, all over my feet. Hang on, guys. I gotta clean this up. I'm not about to short circuit and lose everybody in the crowd right now because I spilled Coca-Cola on my apparatus. Okay. Which means I'm going to just drink this now. It's basically empty. That was so stupid. Talk about anticlimactic. Okay. Son of a... Concha de tu madre. 1:49 here left to go. And I'm not trying to stand in this sticky sweet syrup, but I don't really have a choice now, do I? Here's the inbound pass. We start the clock again. I'm gonna need to clean up this mess. 1:45 here left to go. Looks to the left. Demery goes to the bottom of the screen. Demery goes to Caravan. Pump fake at the three-point line. Yaxel in his face. Yaxel now with it. Actually, it's Solo Ball, and Solo Ball shoots over Yaxel. It's an ugly shot. Tries to put this one back in. Terrace Reed goes up, and Reed is going to be fouled right now. 1:23 left to go. Terrace Reed to shoot 2 free throws. I just made a big old mess. I knocked over this soda. My wife is up here like, what? Yeah. 1:23 left to go. That first shot is good here for UConn, 57-65. Coke Zero, no sugar. That's true, Jersey barbecue, but it's still sticky. Second free throw is also good. 58-65. 58-65, 1:23 left to go. Why Terrace Reed is being pulled from this game, I do not know. Probably because they need to knock down three-point shots and they need three-point shooters, and Terrace Reed is not one of them. Less than 1:20 here left to go. Ball is in the front court for Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a close finish here. 7-point game. 1:08 left to go. Looks like a foul comes in with 1:07. Foul on Silas Demery, and it looks like Demery will pick up foul number 5. He is officially fouled out of this game, and Michigan in the bonus will go to the free throw line to shoot 1-and-1s here again. Have to, Charles. Have to. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Love you too. All right, guys. Cleaning up this mess right now. That was so clutch. Thank you. Elliot Cadeau is at the free throw line right now, shooting 1-and-1s for Team Michigan. If Michigan can knock these both down, they will be up by 9 with about 67 seconds here left to go in this game. Dang, fouled out, says Ryoko the Dragon. Yes, fouled out, Ryoko the Dragon. The 1-and-1, the first free throw is good. It is 66-58. It is 66-58. Heyo. Just trying to take a quick look at the analytics here. Second free throw is also good. Second free throw is also good. We start the clock. We are actually creeping up on 200,000 views for the day. The score is 67-58. And going left, going right. There's a wide open man, and he will miss. Braylon Mullins can't get the shot to go. A whistle comes in with 53 seconds there, and it looks like it's going to be a foul, but I got to see who that foul is on right now. See a lot of you guys saying 6-7. You guys are so last year. That's got to be a foul. That's got to be 53.5. We're at the free throw line. 53.5. We're at the free throw line. Free throw is good right now. It is 59-67. 59-67 is the score. Over 10,000 watching, guys. Second free throw is also good right now. So both free throws go. It's a 7-point game, 53 seconds left to play. There's the inbound pass. It is in the hands of Michigan. Splitting the defense, Trey McKinney goes down to the ground. It looks like there's going to be possession Michigan. 48.6 here left to go. Victoria with a super chat. Thank you, Victoria. .7. Michigan up by 7. And it looks like a timeout will be called here by the Blues. So Michigan will call a timeout. Michigan calls a timeout. They have 2 remaining. 6-point spread, says Mr. Mojo. Don't forget. He got tripped, says Virtual Vernon. Michigan wins the Natty, says James Waters. No bombing, says Reggio. Big Ten again, Michigan, Indiana. Michigan, another Natty. It's over, says Burley. All right, guys, talk to me. Type Y for yes. Type N for no. Is UConn cooked? Type Y for yes. Type N for no. Is UConn cooked? 7-point game right now. I see a lot of both. So a little torn right now, but mostly yeses is what I'm seeing here. Seeing mostly yeses. We're waiting for the inbound pass right now. UConn going to foul probably right away. Cadeau inbounds. Ooh, this goes out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. Maybe it's slung up into the air. It's out of bounds. It's a turnover. It's UConn basketball. UConn basketball, interesting. Thank you, No Flame, please. Shout out to Mrs. Football Nation with the cleanup on the putback. Yeah, she definitely helped out with the cleanup job for sure. Clutch, man. I love the basketball reference. 45.7 left to play. Folks, 45.7. The ball is about to be inbounded right now. UConn with the basketball on their own baseline. So UConn's in the front court right now. Demery fouled out, solo ball. One more foul, and he will foul out as well. There's the inbound pass. It's with Braylon Mullins. They need a shot quickly here. Mullins goes to the left. Mullins against Yaxel. Solo ball will line up this three-point shot. It's off the backboard, and it goes. He knocks it down. It's a 4-point game. Solo ball leaves up the gooseneck and shoots over some tight defense right there. Oh, my goodness. With a man in his face, Trey McKinney. It was a bad shot from solo ball that went off the glass. They're calling it a long 2, by the way, so it looked like his foot was on the line. It was a long 2, ladies and gentlemen, so not a 3-point shot. That does change this a little bit, but still an impressive shot. 37 seconds left to go. We're in the middle of another commercial break. 2-possession game with Enough time for 2 possessions. So, did he call glass? I don't think he did. Yeah, the shot doesn't count. That's why they took 1 point away, because he didn't call glass. They're looking at it right now to review this to see if it was 2 or 3. That's a triple, man. That's a 3-pointer, not a 2-pointer. It's going to be a triple. We're going to add that point right back, man. That's a 3-point shot. It is 63. Yeah, here's the sky view. Clearly this much space between him and the line. That's a bucket, dude. That's a bucket from downtown. Ooh, that is so close. Way to get your feet set, my man. Way to get your feet set. So the officials are looking at this. It shouldn't take them too long to call it a triple. It's a 3, says Rainmaker. It's going to be a 3, guys. They added the point back. Yep. After review, it is a 3-point shot. They're saying 34.2 on the clock or 37.2 on the clock here. 37.2 on the clock to inbound right now is Michigan. Full court press defense. There's the inbound pass. Going back and forth. Here's Elliot Cadeau. Cadeau will run in. Cadeau passes this one forward. They're going to wrap this man up. The clock will stop with 29.5. Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the free throw line in the bonus right now. UConn, that's foul number 10. We're in the bonus plus right now. So 2 shots coming up here for Team Michigan. 29.5 left to play. 29.5 left to play in this game. Roddy Gale Jr. is at the free throw line for Team Michigan, and Jalen Stewart was the man who picked up the foul. So less than 30 seconds here left to go. First free throw. Oh my goodness, rattles the rim, rolls on it, and falls out. The first shot, a miss. Michigan up by just 4. He missed the first free throw. A 2-possession game. First free throw. Here comes free throw number 2. Second free throw, he misses both. It's rebounded by Mullins. Mullins coming back with it. Here is UConn. UConn on the attack. Malachi Smith going left, going right, running out of time. 20 seconds left to go. Here's a shot from downtown. It's short off the front of the rim. It's rebounded by Michigan. Foul comes in quickly with 13.1. 13.1 left to go. We go to the free throw line. And 2 more shots come up now for Team Michigan. 2 free throws for Team Michigan. Malachi Smith commits the foul. A lot of UConn fans, I see y'all in the sidelines, in the chat area, airing out your grievances with that missed shot. 13.4 on the clock. I think UConn hanging on to 1 final timeout right now. They may have called a challenge on this. They're trying to call a foul or remove the foul from Malachi. I don't know what the call is right here. I think they're trying to find out who picked up the foul. No, it's not going to be a flagrant foul. I think that's what it was. So they're trying to call that a flagrant foul against UConn. And UConn is appealing this right now because a flagrant foul would give Michigan 2 shots and the ball. I don't think this will be a flagrant foul. I do believe this will still be 2 free throws, though, for Michigan. And depending on what we see here, could be the conclusion of this game, ladies and gentlemen. Could be the conclusion of this game. So Trey McKinney got the rebound. Trey McKinney was wrapped up. He'll be the one going to the free throw line here. The foul is on Malachi Smith, who fouled Trey McKinney. And I just don't see a flagrant there. I don't see a flagrant at all. They were fighting for the basketball. I don't see a flagrant foul on Malachi Smith at all. If anything, I saw McKinney drop the shoulder into Smith not the other way around. So 13.1. Still waiting on the appeal here from these officials. The appeal for a flagrant foul was not successful. The call will stand. Wow, UConn charged with a timeout. The coach's challenge was not successful. The call has been upheld. Wait a minute here. So is this a flagrant or not? A little confused by that call here. We've got guys on either side right now, so I don't think it's 2 shots at a free throw. Otherwise, it would be a different situation right now. Either way, Michigan is at the free throw line. UConn has no timeouts left. It's now a 5-point game now that Trey McKinney knocked down the first free throw. There's the second free throw. Both free throws are good. Last I checked, a flagrant foul would have meant 2 shots in the ball, but I don't see that happening right now, so I must have miscalculated something. It is still a 2-possession game. Here's a Malachi Smith drive. He will shoot. He will miss. It will be recovered by Michigan, swung back into this side of the court, and that is how this game will end, ladies and gentlemen. Michigan is now the champions, this time for the first time since 1989. That is your final. Michigan wins the game. Final score, UConn 63, Michigan 69. Giggity, giggity, giggity goo. Folks, that was it, man. That is the final score of this game. And Michigan, second national championship in school history. Congratulations to the Michigan Wolverines. What a game, folks. What a game it was. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you guys for helping us reach new goals on this channel at 117 and growing. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for hanging out today. My goodness, this was great. This was great. Do I smell a repeat, says Lawrence. Told you, McKinney got his shot. Now go clean up your mess, says DJ Gene. Yeah, dude, that absolutely threw me so far off. That absolutely threw me so far off. Thank you, Charles. We never ask for the supers, man, but I do appreciate them when those come in. Thank you very much for that super chat. I've got a nasty Coca-Cola mess that I now have to clean up. Guys, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. There's only 3 drinks that I drink in this office right now this season. It's water, it's Red Bull, it's coffee with a lid. Those are the 3 things that I really drink up here. And during football season, I've been known to have a belt of whiskey or something like that. Just the one, right? We try to stay responsible and professional up here. This is the first time I bring in something weird up here. And now I got a big old mess to clean up. So my apologies, guys, if the very final moments of this game call maybe not exactly perfect, but B+. B+. Here comes Vegeta saying, great game, great broadcast. Unfortunately, Diet Coke spill. Hopefully, Capsule Corps sells some cleaning devices. I'm sure my girl Bulma can help me out for sure. Yeah, man, I was locked in until I ruined this carpet and half of my gear. Like, I've got this this whole switch, this power strip that is literally fully loading everything that I got up here, and there was Coca-Cola all over it. If that power strip went down, this whole stream would have shut down, and you guys would have been pissed. Robert Samora, thank you for the super chat as well, Mr. Samora. Thank you, sir. Not just that, but all the donations that you gave this year. What a good national championship. What a good Final Four. What a good March Madness this has been. Dusty says he's staying in Ann Arbor, says Doan. Good game by all 3 teams, UConn, Michigan, and the refs, says Daniel O'Rourke. Mr. O'Rourke, thank you. Yo, if anyone wants to see some funny, let's see. I got Mario, it's me, Cat Guy. What's going on, Cat Guy? Jeffrey, thanks. It's real life. That's why we love you. Yeah, dude, it's These are live streams, not live streams. Let's see. We've got what's next. Blackgate Boxing saying, man, you're all coked out is what he says. That's interesting you say that. Look, man, if you don't have enough energy, if your T levels are that low and you just need a pick-me-up, brother, you could probably go to the doctor and get that assessed. We just like to exercise and drink our water and maybe Red Bull and coffee from time to time, and that's where we get our energy from. So, you can do your thing. We'll sit here and do ours. Appreciate you checking in. Let's see. I've got Rainmaker saying UConn could not buy a basket for like 15 minutes at least, bro. At least. Let's see. Reading some more of these comments right now. Sorry, man. When trolls clap at me, I like to clap back. I'll crap back too, just depending on what it is. He means the spilled Coke, says Grape Juice. That's fair. That's great. Terribly played game, says Billy Ray Barr. Yeah, that's tough. It was a bad one for sure. It was a bad game for UConn. Not the worst game we've seen from UConn ever. Sorry to the Huskies, says America Montiel. No Duke, no UConn means America wins, says Luis Moore. Dude, the NFL draft. Yeah, John Barr Drone. We're on the fence about that one. On the fence about that one. Billy says it was a boring game. It was not boring when it was still like a very close game for the majority of it. But, I didn't run out of beer this time, says Daniel. That's good. That's good. Terribly played game. Yeah, man, it was tough, but Scatterbrain. Thank you. Not so much by the refs. Thank you, Scatterbrain. I appreciate that. Calvin says, see you in the NBA playoffs. Oh, yeah, dude. Go Spurs, go. It's going to be fun. I'm ready for it, man. I just won the office pool. First time ever. Let's go, Davey. Hands up for you. Congratulations. Sounds like UConn was spazzing. They were spazzing. DJ Jean says, deflect the hater trolls. I like to just, stiff arm. That's the way it's got to go. We got this, Leonard from Windsor, for getting here. It's called Jalen Rose. Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all so much. Joel Ladd. Joel Ladd. Did I say that right? Just made a short that was awesome. Michigan team dethroning the end of the perfect streak for UConn. Nice. Next year is my year, says Courtney. I hope so. In life, not always win. UConn is a dynasty, period, says Queen for Life. Queen for Life, I think if they had won this game, it absolutely would have solidified that. I think Michigan getting the win here actually puts that into question. Actually does put that into question, but I think the 49ers should have won March Madness, to be honest, says the GOAT Productions. Okay. Frymeister, I see you. See you in the NBA playoffs, says Owens. Freezy Breezy saying LMAO, UConn fans enjoying that. Michigan champs. Oof. Is basketball big in Argentina? Just ask Manu Ginobili and see what he thinks. Just ask Manu Ginobili and see what he thinks there. Yeah, it actually is pretty big in Argentina. It's probably the second biggest sport out there. I lived in Argentina for like 5 months. And, no, I think it was 4 months, 2-month tours. In the past 30 years or so, no team has won more chips than UConn men. Fair. That's fair. Let's see, Yawn, do you guys ever get tired of crying about the refs? Maybe the better team won. It happens. Solid broadcast. Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all. First place on my office bracket as well. 149 total. Well done. Longest game ever. Phew, says TM Martin. 30-year drought. They had to. They were due for it. Bishop Proxwell saying Ravens win the Super Bowl next year. Remember, I said it now. Come on. Come on. Ravens win the Super Bowl next year without Harbaugh? That would be crazy if they did. It would be crazy if they did. Let's see. And you forgot who won in a week. I'm a Florida fan. No hate, just saying. UConn is the best semi-pro team in the NCAA, says Rev. Michigan was just way better. Hooray for Michigan. Buying my Michigan championship merch right now. Country, super excited for fantasy football. Yeah, we'll do our draft in August during the preseason. And we'll do it live again. We'll do our fantasy football draft live again on the channel. That should be fun. Silas Demery played 21 minutes, solo 16. 8 out of 10 for the trivia score. Let's go, says TM Martin. Way better, 1 by 6, says Wacky Wacky. Wackety whack facts. Yeah, you got a point. And they were terrible from three-point line and the first half of this game. Michigan was not looking good in the first half, but it ended up working out. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it, man. It's 10:30 p.m. here, Central Standard Time. So I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. The next game that I plan to cover is April 14th. I plan to cover 2 games on April 14th. That's Monday. 2 games on April 15th. That's Tuesday. And then the 2 games on April 7th, or the 1 game on April 17th. And that'll be the play-in tournament. April 18th is the start of the NBA playoffs. I plan to cover as many NBA games as I can possibly handle. And if you guys want to be a part of that, just come back for more. Like, subscribe, hit those buttons, guys. Y'all know what to do. Feel free to leave a few comments after this one, whether you're a UConn fan or a Michigan fan. If you guys have, as always, any questions, comments, concerns, short stories, you guys want to chat with me privately or separately, you can reach out to me on the website, footballnationusa.com. I'll say it again, footballnationusa.com. Here's a link to it. Go find me on Instagram, guys. By the way, last year, we did pick'ems for basketball only, or for football only. We didn't do pick'ems for basketball. We're going to be doing pick'ems this year, but we're going to be trying to grow the Instagram page a little bit here. So we're going to be doing it for people who are following us on Instagram and giving out prizes that way. Feel free to add us now on Instagram so you're already on the list. That'll be the next thing that we do to try to grow our brand across the multiple platforms that are out there. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I am done for the night. My name is Mario. You have been watching Football Nation. Michigan is the new championship. It's the new champions for this year, and I cannot wait until next March Madness. NBA playoffs are around the corner. You've been watching Football Nation. Until next time, let's effing go. Peace out, guys.